until he says.
Not until he does the intro.
Yeah, not until he does the intro. We haven't started.
I'm Dylan Slimper.
Boobies.
I got nothing today. Welcome to the Please
A
Stop
moment of
podcast.
silence, please.
I was trying to think of something.
That was a nice moment of silence.
Yeah,
we could use more
moment
of
of
that.
silence for everyone that's lost their lives for the coronavirus at the beginning of this episode for the Please Stop podcast.
Oh wow, that was so.
Do we already have them?
Like R. Kelly.
Here we go.
I
I got a
haven't
song
lost
for all those
anybody.
departing. Leaving on a jet plane. Sucks, but you had the corona. Didn't fit. See, that's why I didn't want to sing, because I didn't have anything today.
Kim Jong-un got it and died.
I think it was heart surgery.
Well, but you know they'll
complications.
say it was corona because they're doing that with everyone.
Yeah, they will.
If your
Well,
dog dies right
if
now,
you
they're like,
think
"It was
you should drink
corona-related."
Lysol, you should die.
No, we're not
Yeah.
drinking it. We're injecting.
Oh, yeah,
the
injecting.
Lysol,
Yeah,
please.
we're supposed to inject stuff, but I don't know. That's debatable. There is some legitimacy to that statement. There are peroxide injections that exist. It's a real thing. There's UV injections that exist. There's like 2 of the 3 things he talked about. I'm not saying just like fucking put disinfectant in your bloodstream, but like
I'm saying
Yeah.
put disinfectant
everyone's
in
like,
your
hey,
bloodstream if you
president
think it's a
guy
good
doesn't know
idea.
science, and you're like, well, yeah, he's.
Well, yeah,
fucking-
he's
I'm
president.
saying if
He's
you-
not a science guy.
Now I'll
Also,
give you the fact
yeah.
that hey, president guy don't talk about science.
Yeah. I mean,
Do
to
not
be
do
fair,
that.
he was talking to a science guy and was like, hey,
Right.
is this a thing? Like, he's just
Who's asking
spitballing.
questions? Yeah, he's just spitballing.
Like, I mean,
That's a
like
dumbass
maybe
What about
as maybe as
Lysol?
the president, you shouldn't be spitballing on air.
On live
like,
TV?
maybe.
Totally.
Like,
Work.
fair.
a little
fair.
reckless.
To insinuate that
At
he's
least we know
saying,
that he
telling
is
people that they
indeed
should
thinking.
inject Lysol into their
Yeah.
bloodstream, that's not
Yeah.
not a thing.
But
that
there are
happens.
dumb questions. To all of you kids out there,
Yeah, that is
who
true.
your teachers tell you there are no dumb questions. There are fucking dumb questions.
Yeah, that teacher definitely doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there's not dumb
Fuck that
questions.
You're
teacher.
learning too much.
Yeah.
Side note, introductions we never did.
Oh, we have people here. If you're watching the video, you see them.
I was trying to think of a song. I'm sorry.
We have Robbie and Torey. Robbie's a slumlord,
Hello.
and Torey works at a boner museum.
Small scale slumlord.
Amazing. Dude, we should change the name.
The Boner Museum.
The boner museum.
Oh my gosh, can I walk you? I would love that. If fucking have security guards, they start fucking with the dildos, be like, take him out. Frank,
Brief
we
little-
have an issue
little
in
bit-
aisle 14.
Each one can
Torey's-
have its own glass case
Torey's
that it
infamous
resides in.
for like correcting people on the difference between dildos and dongs. Just for the listeners, like, what is the key difference between dildos and dongs? Because everyone gets it wrong apparently. Me included.
Except for you.
I still don't know. I don't retain knowledge.
Yeah,
You were the only
One's
one.
got. I
that
know one's got balls, but which one is it?
dong.
A dong has a ball.
Yeah. No?
I would
See,
think
you got
it
it
would
wrong
be the
too. You
dildo.
fucking elitist.
What?
I live with her and I still don't know.
See? Your brain's like, we don't need this information. like,
Yeah.
like,
It's not important.
where would we store this?
I guess a dong would make sense. to
Dong
have
makes sense to
balls
not.
because It's just
Exactly.
Like a thing.
It just seems long, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Long
dildos. There's so many more. There's like so
Syllables.
much more going on in your
Maybe.
mouth. So, dildo.
Wait, you're supposed to put him in your mouth?
No, not necessarily. I'm
Only
saying
on
there's more.
OnlyFans. Girls don't like doing that just by themselves. They just
Shit,
only do it.
OnlyFans.
I think that's the point of OnlyFans. They're doing it by themselves, getting money.
Well, that's what I mean. A girl's just not gonna do it by. That's what I meant. Like, she's not just gonna be at home blowing adult. Well, she might. I guess.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
fucking
practice.
might.
Practicing, I guess. Do you practice?
I think that's a fetish. I wouldn't know.
People do it with fruits. So you might
That's
as well do
true.
it with a dog.
What does the
too.
Bible say
or
about
a
all
dildo.
this?
I saw a dude fuck a horse one time, so I don't.
I don't
know.
want to see that video.
In real life
Yeah.
or Mr. Hands?
Well, no, Mr. Hands. Of
Oh, well,
course.
we've all seen
Not
that.
in real life.
I haven't seen
No, I
Mr.
haven't
Hands.
seen it.
My mom told me not to
Thinking
watch
through.
it on my phone. Watch it on a friend's phone.
Wow, you're a smart mom.
I know.
You
She's
get
the
put on a
best.
list. They'd be like, yeah.
Put it on a list.
You get put
Like
on,
on
a
my
put on-
favorites.
put on a list.
Others.
Mr. Hands
Yeah.
A
list.
different list.
So yeah,
A list
dildos have a flared base and balls. Both the dong and dildo can have a flared
So
base.
there's a stopping point on one.
Yeah, because
Ah, so you
For
don't get, it doesn't
safety.
get lost.
the
It'd be
safety
rookies.
part is only for butts because it goes up and you know how you have intestines and that shit's real squished. You stretch it out.
Question. Dildos and dongs, do they both have that little suction thing where you can put it on the wall or the shower?
They
or whatever?
can, yeah,
It
they
doesn't
can.
matter.
That's just the
Either
maker.
One, either one.
Yeah, either
That's
one.
just by
That's
design.
just whatever stock attachment you have.
Yeah, it
equipped. It's like
depends
Call
on
of
how
Duty.
lonely you
No,
are.
they can be an attachment as well.
Yeah.
I know.
Whoa.
Got upgradable barrel
Yeah,
frags.
dude, she's Put the muzzle brake on this
Like,
fucking
never know what
fake
you're saying.
cock. Like, dude.
I love sex, and I love people who come in and they're like, I would never bring my kids in here. And I'm like, well, how'd you get your kid then?
Into a sex shop?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
fun.
you shouldn't fucking bring your kids into a sex shop.
I know, but it's
Isn't
allowed
it,
because
like,
sex
18 or older?
No.
Huh.
Well, in order to purchase something and to be in the store, you have to be 18 or older. But if you're less than 18, you have to have an adult with you. In our business, because the sexual education in America is like garbage.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Child molesters like tight. I got one
Literally.
with me all the time.
Exactly.
I let them pick out their own torture
I mean,
devices.
But like
older.
some parents legitimately don't feel comfortable like talking about that type of thing with their kids, which is totally fine.
Not really.
Do your thing.
No.
I mean, my
No,
daughter's
that's-
7.
I'm not
I'm
judging.
like-
I don't
I-
fucking
I
know.
am.
I've never taught a child about sex.
Like
So
I try to be as non-judgmental as possible, but that's one thing where I'm like, talk to your kids about sex.
I never got
Don't
talked
be
to.
a neglectful parent.
well, you're not a. Are you a teen mom?
No.
Well, good for you, dude.
Not yet.
You're
Not
not yet.
I mean,
How old are you?
Not quite a teen.
Other
I just
than
turned 14.
physically, he's basically a teen mom. I mean,
I don't know
mean,
what that
the
means.
person
I don't know what that means either.
daytime alcohol.
I don't know. There's been moms
Trash
come in.
television, like, you know,
Moms
wardrobe
did come in.
malfunctions. You know.
There's a
look
pandemic.
good
Nobody
today.
comes
Fuck
into
you,
stores
man.
anymore. I'm gonna pour myself another.
Keep
glass of
pouring
water.
yourself. What are you drinking there? What is that?
Riscato.
A Riscato. That's what's
A Riscato?
sponsoring today.
It's a fuzzy red.
Riscato, the red. It's a fuzzy red?
It's a
Is that what you just
it's a red Moscato,
That's what it is.
a fuzzy red.
It's
It
got-
looks a
it's
little
got
fuzzy.
bubbles.
Clever Italians, like, you know,
I know.
red and Moscato.
I don't think it was made from people who know what they're doing. You know.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
So it
excuse
was
me?
picked by illegal immigrants? Is that what you mean?
Probably.
Or-
Fuck, dude.
I mean, it's wine. That's game right there. Oregon. All
I know
of that
Trump
shit.
bought them. You know.
What does that mean? Riscato?
No, the people who pick it. He brought them here legally.
Yeah, and then he's tried to build the wall.
Yeah, he's trying to build a wall. Like, get
So-
the fuck out. But
Nah,
I need.
he just doesn't
He
want to
needs
get
a
away.
secret door to bring him back in the country. You know.
Yeah,
Obviously.
he needs maids for his hotels. What else you got? What else? What
Did you guys hear about the fucking snitch line? The coronavirus snitch line?
In
dude?
What?
California?
What does that mean?
No, in
it's
New
not
York.
Oh, is it
Was
New York?
Ted de Blasio,
or-
that fucking clown, was like, I'm going to set up a line where you can call in, you can turn in people who are like breaking the rules, which are
Non-social
extremely
distancing.
vague rules to begin with. And people just sent dick pics, like just
Oh, yeah.
buttholes and just
Also
shut
pictures
it
of
down.
the
Pictures
mayor
of
of Bill de
buttholes.
Blasio
Yeah.
breaking the rules and everything. They're like,
Yeah.
here's pictures of the mayor at the gym
Yep.
like,
Yep.
and going on a walk in the park that he banned us all from
he
going
got
to.
fucked. It's good because that guy's a fucking clown. So
I like the reaction.
It lasted
to that,
like all
though.
of 2 days.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, whoops.
Because
Yep.
California did that too, and everyone was pretty much like, "Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself."
like we're all Bloods and Crips.
Like-
We're not narking.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Everyone in the Hollywood Hills too, like no one gives a fuck. They're living in their giant mansions that are 2 acres by themselves, and it's like we don't see our neighbors because our neighbors are either less famous or more famous than us, so we don't talk to them. Like that's just the way it is. So everyone just like, I think all
We have
these
lots of money, so we don't have to.
exact all these fucking assholes quarantined in their houses.
Everything I need right
Just like, oh, I just got my infinity pool here next to my hot tub. I got my sauna in the thing, and then the gym over there. You guys need to relax. Everyone need to take the time.
We're all in
Dur-
this together.
we're all
I
in
love
this to
that.
fucking gather.
Their boat versus your boat.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, and their
yourself.
infinity pools aren't even infinite. Like, there's definitely a finite boundary.
yeah, it's easy to tell
can't
people to
see it,
stay
but
home
it's
when you have a
there.
refrigerator full of lemur meat and you're just like
Lemur
sponge
meat.
bathing a fucking baboon in your
Lemur.
spare time. You're like,
Hillary
"Oh,
Clinton.
I'm doing my part." You're like, you're not fucking doing your part.
George Clooney's just sipping the blood of a young child. It's like,
Yeah.
we're all into this together.
Yeah, we're all in this.
I'm 140 years
Yeah,
old
exactly.
because I've been drinking this, but we're all just the same now. This
we're all doing
virus
our
has really
part.
brought us into one kind of person. It's like, fuck you, man. Like, what the? I hate famous people for the most part.
Yeah,
Except
I'm
The
on board with
Rock.
that.
The Rock's pretty tight. He could probably eat a
all
child,
afford
and
You
I'd
still
be
want
okay
him
with
to be
it.
the president?
Yikes.
I would. I mean, okay, so Joe Biden, Trump, The Rock.
As one ticket?
The Rock's gonna win.
Well, maybe.
No, no.
Does he run
Everyone
as
that
the,
would've
the
voted
Rock,
for
or
Biden,
does
dude.
he
I'll
run
take
as
The Rock over Biden.
Dwayne?
He runs as Dwayne.
100%.
Dwayne.
He runs as Dwayne because the WWE owns the name The Rock. So every time he uses that's why he stopped
So it'd
using
be
it for
Dwayne
movies.
Johnson.
Yes, that's why they stopped using it
Dwayne
because
the
WWE was
But-
charging fucking $5 million a pop for these places to use his name.
But if he used The Rock, then he could be sponsored by the WWE.
Oh my God.
In his bid
Vince
for president.
McMahon is a vice president. Holy fuck.
Aren't Vince
Also
McMahon
just
and Trump
Dwayne
like
The
BFFs?
Rock Johnson.
Vince McMahon's part of the financial
Rock
crisis group.
Johnson.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Him and Dana White, I think, is a part of it too.
What?
Yeah.
Has anybody
He's
done
gonna
an
go out and beat
investigation
everyone
on
up?
if Lady Gaga raised all that money for the coronavirus?
Through
Like,
the
to,
who?
like, to
She
help the
did like
virus
the,
She did that,
yes,
right?
Yes,
It was real?
Yes.
That's what I
yes.
thought.
Like for
And
the
it's very
virus
creepy.
itself? Like she's on the side of the virus?
She's
not
funding
necessarily.
the virus.
You guys,
It's like no one's talking about this poor virus. Like we need to help it too.
I know.
needs-
no, she's on the side of Bill Gates.
The earth is healing.
You want to talk about Bill Gates for a while?
Not
Not
necessarily.
really.
I heard he's got a fucking hammer, dude.
I heard he
he's
was.
cursed with a large cock.
Oh, that sucks.
I heard he could jump over a chair.
With his dick,
seen
yeah.
visual documentation of that.
Yeah.
I heard that he owns the patent to a certain strain of the coronavirus and also is working on a vaccine and also the one that goes overseas and sticks needles in
I was
these.
gonna say, I've heard he goes to
I'm
Africa
not-
and pokes kids with needles.
I'm not. I don't know. Like that seems a little bit more conspiratorial. He's usually busy with more like eugenics programs. Than
Right. yeah. New World Hitler.
That's what I'm talking about. The vaccines over in Africa, dude. He's just sticking needles and shit and hoping it works. And if
Yeah.
it doesn't, oh, we lose a third of the population. Big deal.
Wasn't there like 120,000
Yeah, he's
children that were
banned from India or
paralyzed?
something, or like
Yeah,
it's
third
like,
world
he
countries
paralyzed-
and everything because of
He's
shit.
not a good
fuck?
guy.
No.
And there's like people like they're yelling at conspiracy theorists to be like, oh, he's fine. And then all this shit. I'll look up the name real quick while I'm talking about this. He was closer to Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Gates was closer to Jeffrey Epstein than Trump was ever. Bill Gates was on the plane with flight records going to Epstein Island. Trump never went to Epstein Island.
He went to Baby Butthole.
I hate this because I sound like I'm defending Trump every time, but I only think that Trump's the only
I will
one that
never
doesn't.
think that of you.
Well,
Well, I mean,
you haven't listened to every episode. Then.
Hey, why would Bill Gates need to use someone else's plane?
Power.
well, it's not about.
Hey,
The,
yo,
It's
you
not-
have your own plane.
it's not about the plane.
It's not.
About
It's the
going to
company on the
weird
It's about
plane.
the kids
It's
in the
you're
bathroom.
going to a certain place with a certain person for a certain reason.
I
It's
need
not,
a documentary to come out about this fucking Epstein dude.
That won't ever happen
too.
because
It's not gonna
everyone's
happen.
involved with it.
Yeah.
All the lizards that are sucking blood out of babies with Hillary Clinton won't let it come out.
I know. There's like one titty's Hillary Clinton, the other titty's babies. That's exactly what I got out of that conversation. So
You said lizards, I'm triggered.
lizards.
Do you identify
Saying the
All
earth is
lizard
flat,
people are
or what?
triggered.
You're saying the earth is hollow.
I'm just saying that Hillary Clinton eats babies. I don't know. That's all I think. What is happening with the clicking?
I know. I
I
don't
have
like
to say
it.
something because we're all
Yeah.
like looking like.
No.
This is like my Ableton for the last 6 years.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh, yeah, there we go. I think
okay.
I think it's Apple being like, "Hey, you haven't given us money in
Yeah, fuck
years."
off, Apple.
Like they're just like,
It's probably Bill Gates.
Yeah, he's
Honestly.
listening. He's just like, oh.
hit it and quit it.
They're always listening anyway.
We talked about him, and he's like, well,
It's
fuck
like
your
we own
podcast.
everything.
Well, I don't know. I think
Podcast, shut it down.
So, anyways,
Put a click in it.
we're kind of getting off the rails. You work at a dildo museum.
I love that term. I
And
love that term
I'm gonna
so
imagine,
much.
and it's in Spokane. Yikes! So, I'm imagining that some fucking weird ass people walk in. You might have some weird ass stories.
Can we say
or-
what the store is? Like, is that?
Is that?
I don't think you.
we
At
get
this
sued?
point, do you
What?
care of our?
She might not go.
I mean, in
yes.
all honesty, you kind of have immunity to
Might not-
anything we
'cause
say.
you get Robbie. Jesus Christ.
Is it a business you work for or you own?
She just stands on the side of the road
Are you
and sells
kidding me?
dildos. Is that what you're suggesting? Like,
with a cart.
with a cart, yeah.
oh, she's
I
the
work
dildo
for them.
seller in Spokane.
Is it just some
Hot
weird
dogs
place called
and-
Ted's XXX shop
Yeah.
where truckers stop in, or is it a Love's or whatever
Loves
the
is a
fuck?
gas
Love that.
station.
They have showers.
Anyways,
Do they?
where trucker
Love.
love happens, so
Love.
I'm
Like a
tying
truck
it all
stop.
in together.
It's a legitimate truck stop.
They can like literally go in there, take showers, shits, and
Get blown,
get Carl's Jr.
and then go buy a dildo over at
I
your
did not
shop.
know that.
Where do you fucking work?
Lovers.
I'm just kidding. Lover. That was one letter off.
Which is the competitor to
Essential.
Adam and Eve.
I guess.
Did you guys ever get like turf wars where everyone brings like a different sized dildo and you guys do like the thing
No,
from
but
Greece?
Castle, I will never go in there by myself. But they have like every
about
size cock
Miss
you can
Kitties?
imagine. Miss Kitties. I've
Every
never been
size
there
cock
yet.
I can
Oh, it's
imagine.
But she's apparently the shit.
Miss Kitty is?
She's super fucking nice.
Who?
Yeah.
She probably gives a
The
mean
owner?
hand
She
job.
she's just an old ass lady who's
Are you gonna
nice
jump
as hell.
ship to a different like
No.
cock distributor?
No. No, but she literally, like, if you don't have something, because she's, like, all loving, non-judgmental flower of sex, she will literally order you, like, things. If she doesn't have them, she's like, I don't sell that, but I'll order it for you. Because I don't know if she gets a discount or anything. I don't know how this shit works. But because Lovers is way bigger than her. Small shop in Spokane.
That's
So-
Castle, the one that she.
No, it's called Miss Kitty's.
Oh.
How
Miss
often
Kitties.
do you walk into a sex shop and not find what you're looking
Yeah.
for?
Dude, you'd be surprised. Because porn is one thing that we didn't sell for a while. Like videos, because people are old school. They don't want that on their search history or anything. But I'm like, dude, use the fucking internet. They already know you're talking about it. They listen to you through your phone.
You're in
Doesn't
a
matter.
You're in a public store buying like you never know who's gonna walk through that. Like you have to be some sort of desperate
No.
or just any. Well, no, I mean, but if you're nervous about getting caught on your search history for porn, like
Well,
going-
people no. Well, because they come in, they look around, and they leave.
so they never. Oh, okay.
Because we didn't sell it for like 5 years. And some people have the balls enough to be like, do you guys have videos or magazines? And like, first of all, magazine people don't buy those anymore, so get out.
I would say Playboy
What
doesn't
year
even
are you
exist
from?
anymore. I guess
I
Playboy
completely
was the
forgot
classiest.
Well,
of
there used to be
them, but-
magazines about swingers clubs and stuff. Like any type of there's like ads.
Oh,
call this number if you
Classified
want to
listings.
be
like a nickel's worth, but with
Yeah.
fucking fuck parties.
fuck parties.
Danger in Spokane.
Wow.
I know there was one on the north side, but that it doesn't. I don't know that it exists anymore because everybody stopped talking about it. Like
Well,
customers stopped.
everyone
saying
started getting
it.
the
But there's
HIV.
one in Post Falls.
There's one in Post Falls.
Oh no, I think I've heard about this one.
What?
That's like it's the only swingers club.
If you ever get
promise.
okay, I swear
I'm
to
gonna
God,
walk in and be like, "Hey, I want to fuck a refrigerator. Can you help me out?" And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, right this way." Like, is
No.
it in Post Falls?
I'd say I can't help you.
Yeah.
you know about the sex party in Post Falls?
No.
No,
Yeah.
it's the only.
Oh, Kyle.
There's only
Oh,
one.
Kyle runs it. Kyle Harris runs
Probably.
it.
Kyle Harrison. Yeah.
I love you, Kyle. But if anyone of one of our friends
Sorry, I
was
just
throwing
burped into the
a
chat
sex ring, it'd be him.
It'd
and
be Kyle.
hopefully not with children. That's all I worried about when groups of people start getting together and fucking. There's always like one or two of them that are into that deeper shit.
It's called the White Rose.
Cold stuff.
What does that
White
mean?
Rose.
That's
That's
the name of
here.
it. That's it.
Oh, you just
The
that,
Post
Idaho.
Falls
you can just
It's-
Google that.
Yes, fucking swingers club Post Falls.
Is that just a thing?
I looked it up on Google.
It's legal.
Yeah,
You should
I'm
do a
not
podcast
saying
with
it's
that.
a house that people
We have
go to.
directions to go there.
And I know people who have been there just because they come in. They're like,
We'll take you
they
right
have
there.
like themed parties and stuff. But
Oh,
Like
cute.
pony, like
Is it one
pony
of those
play
things where,
parties.
like you have to like bring.
So-
You can't like just go in alone. You like
no,
obviously have
females
to
can
bring...
go alone,
Of course, like
Men
a club.
cannot.
Duh.
and I don't know why, but you can go as
Well, no.
couples too.
Well,
Because we're
No.
rapey.
well,
No, I
'Cause
know,
we do
but
rapes.
I don't agree
Like,
with
that's
it
why.
necessarily. But
We do
it's
rapes.
We
a.
do rapes. That's
I don't
why.
fucking
Duh.
know. It's not my business. But that's just what I've heard. Because
That
they
makes
have
sense,
their own
though.
rules. It's like literally if you guys had your home and once a month you invited all these people to your home, not to necessarily have sex with, because the last
Clean it.
yeah, probably just clean that house. But you have to be a swinger.
Yeah. Inviting you over under the swinger thing.
They come over. I'm just in
Category.
a giant swing set. I'm like, what? what is this?
Door swings.
Yeah.
Like, have a
Honestly, if
baseball
I
bat.
ever
Yeah.
if I ever had a sex door swing, I would honestly just want to swing on it. Like just
Right,
a normal
I would
swing.
just, you know,
I don't have to go to the park. You can just
And
go to
why
my
wouldn't you?
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, have your own swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Keep your sex out of my playground.
Oh shit,
know?
you
Like,
can't swing on it.
Do
'cause
they-
The door has to be closed.
Now,
I just
see-
figured that out.
I've always watched like orgies when they're joked about and whatnot. Is there food involved?
Oh, I'm there.
That sentence
I'm
was
sure.
problematic.
Yeah, what?
I've always watched.
Hey, you guys
Yeah.
talking about an
I know,
orgy?
it's like-
That's funny. Let me
Yeah,
watch
no.
that.
Should I go? Should I join?
There's
I'm
literally a
just the guy in the
movie
corner.
Is there
right
food
now
there?
on Netflix called Hot American Orgy, and it's about
Really?
a bunch of friends who are very close. They have an orgy together. It's a comedy movie, but that
No, that shit's real. I have people who
That's-
come in. They're like, we have friends that come in, and
Yeah,
sometimes
dude.
we get weird. And I'm
Swede-
like, sometimes or every time.
Swedish meatballs, like
Have
whatever.
you had anyone come in like looking for like furry gear and weird shit like that? Like, hey, I
Like-
want to dress like a raccoon and get fucked in the ass. Like, can you
Yeah.
help me out?
They're not specific, and also people are super, 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 super ashamed, embarrassed, or just like insecure.
As
when
they
come
should
in.
be.
They,
Not
like, return it, they're
necessarily.
like, this wasn't like long enough.
Oh, you can't
Like,
just have normal sex?
Yeah.
Okay, weirdo.
Hey,
Here's
fuck-
our store.
There's
fuck
so
regular.
so many different ways to have sex.
Well,
I learned one thing. I learned something like every shift I work. There's a dude who came in.
Still?
Literally. Some guy came in asking for, he's like, okay, so I'm looking for.
That's the first
A
red flag
mask.
where he goes, he's in
Right.
a sex shop and he goes, okay. You're like, whoa, dude. What do you need?
Hold
Like,
on.
Well, he
okay,
explained
and then a
it to
comma?
me.
Like, chill, dude.
And he was, but I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But my only intention ever is to make sure that anybody feels. I want everybody to feel comfortable because nobody should feel
You're
ashamed
sure-
for buying a condom.
you're just
Because if
trying
they
to
can't
make
afford,
everyone
if they don't have
come.
medical insurance and they can't get birth control,
Everybody
a
deserves
condom is a goddamn $1.
Yeah.
It's a fucking condom. So come in and buy your $1 condom and everything will be great. Like, why are you so embarrassed? It's a
Do
condom.
people go into sex shops and buy condoms?
That's what? What is kind of question is
I mean,
that?
gas station. Right?
No,
That was the number one-
But see, to me, it's like, okay, I'm buying condoms today. So what other groceries do I need to pile it in the middle of so the old lady at the cash
Right.
register doesn't look
I
at
know.
me funny? Because
Oh,
I
no.
still look like I'm 12 sometimes if I shave
Also,
fully.
you
so
should
they're-
go to a sex shop to buy condoms. Grocery stores up the prices of anything sold at a sex shop because it's way cheaper.
Now-
Because it's not our number one product. Our products that we make our money off of is toys.
Well,
Any type of
metal
vibrator.
dick
A
chastities, I
single
would
condom
imagine.
is a single dollar. A single $1. And you're buying a 12-pack for $15.
I don't think about it.
See, for
Because I'm
Dylan-
about to
I would
nut.
start
For
thinking
Dylan,
about
you
it.
should
You would
also
save
sell
so much
food
money.
at the sex shop too.
Dude,
We
Yeah,
have
some
candy.
condoms, but can I also get like
Like a bag of
Pop-Tarts?
carrots.
Dude,
And kettle corn.
yeah, stale
can't remember what
candy for
candy I just bought.
bachelorette parties. Like, what?
oh,
like,
so many bachelorette
stale
people.
dicks. I don't know.
No, for real.
That'd be awesome, though, if you guys...
The only thing in my store that makes
sold
me
snacks.
uncomfortable is our sperm confetti.
Really?
I don't. Yeah,
Is
that's
it shaped like
Oh
sperm?
no!
Yes!
This is what you're talking about.
It-
That's like aerosol sperm, and you can spray it on people.
no. It's just fucking confetti. It's in a little
Oh.
baggie, like
See, I was
normal
thinking it was
confetti.
like
But it's
high
shaped-
pressure
It's based
semen.
like sperm, and it just looks so invasive. Because sperm, have you ever seen a
It
video of
is.
sperm? It's
They're
like,
aggressive.
By
like
nature,
it
they're
wants
pretty
to get
invasive.
inside of
That-
you.
and
Have you ever met sperm?
You know
It's
what?
fucking
That's-
invasive.
I know.
It's, like,
It's so
it literally
stressful.
impregnates
I
you.
like
Ever
don't
met it?
want the bag
about
to
as
be
invasive
opened
as
in
a
our store.
thing.
Pretty pissed if at my bachelorette party, like, it's just like, I don't want all the, like, dicks and the dick penis crown and
Dick
the
penis,
little,
dick
the
crown.
bachelorette
Dick cake.
sash
We have
and all
cookie
that.
cutters
Like,
at
I
our
don't
house.
want, like, any of that shit. The only thing that I want are the dick gummies, the little penis gummies. Do you guys have those? Because
Yeah.
I just want to see if they're any good.
That's a weird distinction.
No, they're
to make.
stale.
All the dick shit can go except for the gummies.
But I want
No,
The
but
gummies
also
stay.
Pop
The
Rocks.
gummies and the
We
sour
sell some
gummies.
banging Pop Rocks,
Like
and
they
they're
say
for
close
blowjobs,
candy.
but you can just eat them. It's
Whoa,
okay.
hey,
Whoa.
hey, whoa!
Okay.
Pump all the brakes.
Easy here.
Hey, I'm
White
not putting-
Christian man.
Have you? Okay, yeah. Right now, I'm suddenly as Christian as it gets. I have a urethra, and if Pop Rocks get anywhere near that, hey,
You don't
goodbye
put 'em
forever.
in your
Okay,
urethra.
Dude,
you put Pop
penises are
Rocks in my
fucking
dicks,
resilient.
goodbye forever.
I feel like penises are far more resilient than a
We're talking
vagina.
about just the
I
outside. circumference of
disagree
the
with you
penis,
because
right?
a baby
Sometimes.
could not come out of my penis.
Right.
Well, if you would, you'd stop talking.
Well,
If
I'd
it-
make him stop talking.
if
Like,
it
hey,
would-
you're off the podcast. You have a baby coming out of your penis. You should probably go home and take care of it. Now, seriously, do
No,
the Pop
seriously.
Rocks stay on the outside? We're not talking about
No.
Fucking,
So,
how does this work?
The point is, eating Pop Rocks, it pops in your mouth.
Okay.
When you're giving a blowjob after you like crunch on it, I guess, because that's what makes it happen. The popping.
Right.
It's supposed to add extra stimulation because penises are so.
I just
sensitive.
feel like something's getting in, and then
nothing's
that day.
getting. Also, have you ever had a blowjob? It's just like pure saliva. Like it's not like we're spitting
just-
inside of your penis. We're sucking on it, dude.
You just
Blow
But,
job.
like the Pop
It's
Rocks.
a- it's like-
just like
It
You
should
can't
be.
tell the Pop Rocks, hey, this is only an exit valve. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna get in and go pop and do their thing.
No,
right? Like,
dude, your penis, as it's being aroused, it literally shoots out secretions to prepare the semen. Like, it's constantly
learning.
exiting. It's constantly.
so that there's positive pressure the whole
So
time.
there's a
Keeps the Pop
constant
Rocks.
literally,
flow, yeah.
literally.
Josh comes in 16
Oh
seconds.
my god.
So
Yeah,
he's
mine-
never like
mine takes more of a-
experienced that
Mine's
initial
more of a, like, it holds
that
its
tingle
breath.
feeling. It's just like a,
Don't look
It holds
you
its
hold
breath. Yeah, mine holds its breath till the last moment
Bruh.
to make sure no fucking Pop Rocks are getting in.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna eat the Pop Rocks.
I know.
I'm not gonna waste them.
Right. You're like, hey, these are
Sorry.
good Pop Rocks. You know what would make this
That
way
was
better
so
if there was
loud
a
in
dick
my own
shoved in
ear.
my mouth. Just eat Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
And then give a blowjob. I've never once eaten candy and been like, man, this would be so much better if someone was shoving their dick in my mouth.
I don't think that's how that worked out. I'm not sure.
I mean,
though.
why not do it with Butterfingers then?
Because
Or a
that's
Reese's. Like, put your
slivers.
dick through a
I'm
Reese's
sh-
cup into my mouth.
I'm gonna look
Okay,
up
now
Butterfinger
that
blowjob.
makes sense.
Hold my wine.
There's the grapefruit
It
one.
exists.
That chick
Why
with
would
the
anyone
grapefruit.
put citrus on anything genitalia?
Bro, have you not seen the grapefruit blowjob?
No.
Okay, we're learning.
All right, I'm gonna look up Butterfinger
Okay,
blowjob.
Where you like
Oh,
drill a hole in the
oh,
grapefruit.
gee.
Butterfinger blowjob.
Don't like where this is going.
I love where it's going.
Hey, UFC
This is normal for
249
me.
is happening May 9th, and I'm stoked about
Unfortunately.
that. Well, I'm just going to throw that in right here while
Butterfinger
everyone's searching
blowjobs.
for blowjobs and hand jobs and all sorts of jobs.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You do whatever you're doing, I guess.
Apparently, eating a Butterfinger ice cream bar a certain way is equivalent to giving someone a blowjob. I'll never forgive you for what you said to me, Mom. I read that. I read it. I didn't make
What?
it up. I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
Oh, this is...
I'm
What is-
scared. I don't want you
what
to
is
actually
happening?
show me right now.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh, it's on,
Butterfinger
it's
X
on
videos.
YouTube. It can't be that
It
bad.
has an X in it. It has to be real.
She's
Oh,
back
that's
at
loud as
it.
tits.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta turn
Now,
that,
this
turn
is
that
my
down.
bonus technique, the grapefruit.
Yes.
Normally, you
I
can only
can't.
get this technique in one of my classes.
I have been
I
here.
wanted to share this with you
I have
because I believe
seen.
every man
You've
should
seen
get
this?
grapefruited.
Absolutely.
When you grapefruit your man, it's going to feel as if you are giving him head and fucking him at the same time. No better feeling will he ever get.
No better feeling.
than
Except for
getting
citrus in my
grapefruit.
cockhole.
So what you need
Thanks.
to do is you need to, of course, have a grapefruit. You want to make sure you get the ruby red. It's sweeter.
Oh.
It's easier. If
Oh
you are
Oh
allergic to
my
grapefruit
God.
Or can't use a grapefruit
If
for
you're
your
allergic to
medication,
grapefruit, don't
you
stick
can
your
always
dick
use
in it.
an
Yeah,
ArBnB.
thanks. No shit.
What you
Hey, I'm
wanna
allergic
do is
to
make
shrimp,
sure
but
that
I'm
the
fucking
grapefruit is
seafood.
Can you like scoot it
All you have to do
forward?
is put it
Like
in warm water.
You don't want to learn the whole
Do not
technique?
Microwave it.
No.
do not
It's
Yeah,
only
we
40
need to like
Once
cut
it gets
into
to
the...
that temperature, all you need to do is roll it. The
You need
reason
to
why
learn.
you want to
You're
roll
doing
it
it
is
wrong.
because you want to juice it up a little bit.
People at home might not know how to do
Juicier,
this.
The better.
They could always YouTube
Then what you're
it.
going to do is you're going to find the navel. There's two
You
navels to the
insubordinate
grapefruit.
fuck.
Once you do that, you're going to place it on the plate, and the navel's on the outside.
Okay,
You're
let's
gonna
get forward a
take
little
knife. Here's the trick. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take it to the other side and do the same thing.
Oh, this bitch needed to just say, cut off 2 ends of a grapefruit
Right.
in
She's
the
trying to
beginning.
be. She's
So you
trying
should
to
have
be
a
very
grapefruit that has
professional.
two sides missing, just like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put a hole in the middle of the grapefruit, approximately the size of your man's penis.
Whoa.
Do not make it too big. Do not make it too tight. Just approximate. Then what you want to
Don't
do
make
is
it
you're
too
gonna take
tight.
the
This
knife,
bitch
bend
has
it
never
down.
been with a man.
Make sure it's
This
okay.
bitch-
Use the knife to
Who
measure
is
a
this?
All
penis.
you want to do is make a nice hole in the middle of the grapefruit.
Holy shit, is she fucking King Kong?
Dude.
Look how
Now,
big
if
of a
you
hole
take it
she's
and make
got.
it too big,
Well,
that's okay, 'cause
she's,
you can
you
always
know,
squeeze your hands like the muscles
With
in
a
your
well
brain.
endowed gentleman. We'll just leave
She's
it at that.
literally making a fucking
back.
prison like
Yeah.
You
what's
grapefruit your
the
man,
A Lucy or a fucking.
what's the fleshlight?
Are you
She's
kidding me?
literally
They didn't
yeah.
even show the part where she like makes the noise.
Yeah, the noise
I'm-
is the
The
important
noise
part.
is the.
I
is the
was
fucking-
waiting for the giant cock to come go through that.
Like,
Like what the
that on
fuck?
YouTube.
It's
now,
not.
This is my bonus technique, the
Oh,
grapefruit.
bonus. This was her
Oh,
bonus.
it was the
Now, if
DLC
you
with
take
it we
it
needed.
and make it too
Fuck,
big,
dude.
that's okay, because you can always
You had
squeeze
to
your hands.
unlock the door the right way,
Have on
like
some
in order to
Victoria's
get
Secrets or
this.
something, He has no idea. And what you're going to do is be a woman of your word. Now, you have to get his penis erect. So what you're going to do is just
That's a
course.
big
suck
asshole,
his
dude.
dick, just like you said you were going to
It's like
do.
a heart shape.
Oh,
like you
she,
said, you're-
oh my god! Oh my god!
Bro.
Once he's nice
Dude.
and erect, what
Didn't
you're
have
gonna
to
do
do
is
that
place
to
Why
the
would
fucking.
you
She's
do
so
have to do
so
that
calm,
from
like
the back.
outside of the blowjob.
Look at the
but-
fucking-
up and down on his shaft. It's like the head at the same time.
Oh my god!
Okay, somebody definitely put a phaser on that. Like, that is
Yeah.
not a natural sound. Like,
Remember, grapefruit is also a fat burner, so you're actually losing weight. while
Oh,
you're working
shit.
this dick.
Bro.
Is she ever on workout channel too?
She's trying to lose weight,
But he
that's
still
the
has no
point.
idea what you're doing.
Honey, you
So
do
what
what
you
you
want to
gotta
tell your
do.
man to do
That's
is
her
this.
business.
Take
Yeah.
the blindfold off.
You want to make a video?
What is-
of that?
Oh, he had a
What does the lady
blindfold
say
on
on
this
that?
whole time. He doesn't even know a grapefruit's fucking him.
Yeah.
He would know as soon as that shit got pressed.
I
on
would
his
think it
penis.
was an
I mean,
orange.
I'm just saying, like, you put a blindfold on me, and like, are you allergic to grapefruit? Like, are you about to kill me? What the fuck is- these are odd questions. Like, the fuck's going on?
How did you find that video? What the fuck?
It's from my
dude?
childhood. It's from my
Your
childhood.
childhood?
I remember it from when, like, way
Your
back in the
childhood.
day.
Yeah, your childhood.
High school, at least.
Right, you're a child.
Dude, that's
was
bonkers.
Bonkers.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait to fuck a grapefruit later.
Yeah. I just
Don't
think.
waste a
Get the hole the right size.
Honestly,
Right,
it's
they're
like,
expensive,
I
and there's
would
other
eat
more
that.
fuckable fruits.
Fuckable.
Pomelo.
Probably.
Fruits-
That's pretty acidic. for
Right, there's way more
fruit
fuckable fruits.
choices.
Yeah.
Like
Seriously.
what? Okay,
And a
what's a
ruby
more
An
fuckable fruit?
orange.
Literally-
For first.
Avocado, right? A banana.
Orange. No, that's
Bananas are
citrusy
slutty.
still. Anything not
fuck a
citrusy.
banana.
It's a
You have to
lot
fuck
less
yourself with a
citrusy.
banana.
I mean, you can.
Like
What do you?
You mash it up in a bowl, put it in a Ziploc bag, microwave for a couple minutes. You're fucking a banana, bro.
It's gotta be
you gotta
warm.
think outside the box, dude. We're talking about Bill Gates 1 minute, and then you just lose all ingenuity, and you're like, I can't invent anything. You can fuck a banana if you really wanted to. Avocados. There's way more fuckable fruits.
I know, but I
Spaghetti
would
squash.
rather eat a. I would sacrifice the bananas. I need my avocados. That's a good fat.
I'm just saying an avocado, if you could core it and then
It's got a
reassemble
pit
it,
too. So
it would be very rewarding. Fill it with some tapioca pudding or something. I don't know.
Okay, then let's just
Don't fuck with
let's get this here real quick.
Tapioca
What if you cut an avocado in half, took
Oh,
the
it's avocado.
Avocado.
took the seed out, shut the fuck up, took the seed out of it or the root or whatever the fuck's in the middle of it,
I feel
and
like
you
it's
cupped your balls with the holes.
Bingo.
Call it a pit.
You cup the balls with your holes.
a root though. Yeah, that
Cup
was a
the
new
balls
one.
with the holes, and then
The balls with the
you fuck the banana bag.
Okay. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't follow.
That's like the
a
keto
single thing.
blowjob.
Lost me.
It's like a keto.
You lost me at root.
High fat, high carb.
High fat. It's a good fat though.
Yeah.
It's one of the good fats. Yes. All fat's good fat.
Speaking of good fat, you ever had like a 600-pound woman come in and get like a 9-foot dildo?
No, we only sell 12 inches is the max, and it doesn't even have.
Is that by
balls.
law?
That's
No.
it. Is there like
The
dildo
max
restrictions?
allowed.
Dude, I have no idea. That'd be. Can you guys go to Castle with me? I just won't go
Yeah.
alone because they're fucking creepy.
Okay, what if we?
pass.
Okay,
Hard pass.
would they let us?
You know,
would they
I will
let
pick
us
you up
live
with it, and
podcast?
I don't
in your
feel
sex
comfortable
shop?
Going, what?
Would they let us live podcast in your sex shop and try to interview people coming in?
Probably
no.
not.
Invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
What if you had some like
It's not a waiver
frequent
for video.
customers that agreed to come in that day?
Yeah, but then we'd have to control all the other customers and make sure that they were comfortable.
Yeah, it would get weird.
And I'd literally
Well, yes.
have. Yeah. it's just like because in
What
like
fruit would you fuck? They're
California
like, go away.
we have like
Grapefruit.
we have a lot of stores on the west side, not necessarily the coast, but like
What does the West Side mean to you?
I just literally.
I'm gonna be honest
From-
with you. I've heard it in a lot of rap songs, and
Oh.
all the time it means different things to
Are
me.
you asking her if she's an expert?
No, I'm just asking what the West Side means to her.
No, just literally, we have stores in Texas, California, Oregon,
Okay,
and Washington.
okay.
Just all of that. I just didn't
West,
want to say all
yeah.
those states, but now I did. So it's
No, that's fine. The rap
That's good.
song thing was racist of me to say, but you know what I meant, like the.
No, it's okay. I just ignored it. We don't have to delve into it.
Dwell.
have to.
I really
have
like
to
that
do
one.
that. I have to do
Dwell.
that.
Dwell and delve at the same time.
Good. Dwell.
Delve into delve.
What is like the cringiest / freakiest, weirdest customer you've ever like served? Like the just walked in and was
Served.
like,
How about the
"You have
deaf
horse
guy?
meat?" Like
The
ugh.
fucking guy that asked if we had dog treats.
Dog
No,
treats.
the deaf guy that showed you the videos to
Oh my
illustrate
gosh.
Peanut butter?
what
No,
he was
that-
looking for.
No, that wasn't weird because he was deaf. I don't know sign
Oh,
language.
that
thought you
makes
kept
it
saying
weirder.
Deaf. No, he was really nice. He never did anything
seemed
inappropriate. He just that was the first time I was shown like porn in while working there, and I think I was like a key holder or something. But he just came in looking for something, but I don't know sign language, so he had to look up what he was talking about to ask me if we had it. That's totally normal in my opinion. I don't know sign language. You figure out a different communication style.
That's-
Totally normal. But the one
What kind of
weird-
porn was it? Was it just like
No,
some
he was looking
gnarly-
for a specific toy.
Just two people going.
I can't hear you.
I don't think the audio was on, if I can recall.
Well, yeah, no shit. Hey, your YouTube video's on silent. Why is that guy? You know.
I'll only know what the toy is if the audio's on.
Okie doke.
Freaky dude.
He was freaky because he was deaf.
Nah, I'm talking
I
about
like
a
to be
different person.
snuck up on.
So I think the creepiest person that we had was in the past, like, for probably 4 months, and he came in, was looking for something for his wife's anniversary, whatever. He just wanted to do something special. He ended up asking a coworker a bunch of fucking questions, and I kept, when there's somebody asking, like, a lot, like, there's a point to asking a bunch of questions, because, like, at some point, it's like, dude, just tell me what you're looking for instead of tiptoeing around the subject. Because it like there's other customers in the store I could be helping, and if you just would have asked your initial question.
Dude, you're
we
like
would've
an
stopped talking.
electronics dealer. You're like someone that works
Yeah.
at Best Buy dealing with a 6-year-old trying to find a new
Yeah, it's
laptop.
like the refresh rate on that dildo's not high enough. You're gonna want the 240 hertz. Like,
No, really though, like
Didn't you say there's multiple people who have like brought in something that they were looking for?
Oh,
And they, like,
my
pull it out of their
There's this
pocket.
And
old
it just
bastard.
stinks. Just oh.
no, Okay, so I had 2 people that I just want to remember right now because I don't want to try to think about it. That's annoying. One old dude, he literally walked in, reached in his coat pocket and pulled out his fleshlight and was like, my grandson beat this up against the wall and it had like cracks in it and shit, or it was a penis pump or something. And he's like, I need a new one. And it was like not clean. Like you could see like the semen line like dried up on the inside. And I was like,
My grandson got a hold of my cum bucket.
literally,
Beat
he
it against
literally,
the
he
wall.
pulled that shit. No shame. He was like, my grandson got a hold of this. I need a new one. And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
put that away. I will help
Yeah,
you find it.
I know exactly what you're
Do
looking
you?
for.
Yeah, literally, because I knew exactly which one he was talking about. It was on the fucking wall. You could have just pointed to it. Like, you don't need to show me. It's been used.
It's like, let me show you how it works.
Yeah, I know. Literally. And then this old lady, she was so nice. Did not mean to harm my feelings, but she came in and she was like, I'm looking for a new toy and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay. I ask all of my normal questions. I'm not going to try to sell you a sex toy, so I just don't want to go through it. And she was like, it looked like this. And she pulled it out and it was in a plastic baggie. And she's like, can I have something similar to this? And I was like, put that back in your purse, please.
Like it had
Yes.
the coronavirus on it.
No, but
I need one.
why
of
would she
these.
bring that not clean like that?
She's
she
an
was
old
thinking
lady.
about
Put it in a baggie.
us.
Because for her, she probably tried
Keep it
to, I bet she
contained.
tried to look it up on the internet and find a picture of it and couldn't find it and sat at her home like an old lady would,
Yeah.
a lonely old lady, and was like, I just don't know what to do. I just want to come.
I just want to wreck
I
my
just-
box.
I just want to come and I can't figure
just
out what the
bring
perfect
it.
toy
I hate
is.
that word.
Yeah,
So
they'll
stupid.
understand.
After 90 years of
Was it like some medieval, like wooden, like steampunk dildo?
I wish. I think it was just a normal. It was a normal.
Do you guys do like steampunk, like medieval dildos, like wooden and like brass, like?
No, maybe Castle does though. They have weird shit. The
Castle was big.
First,
There
the
comes
first
some
time I've
shit.
ever heard of like pregnant porn
Ew.
was when my coworker was pregnant, and she went into Castle and they were like, "Dude,
You want to do
I have
porn?
to tell you something."
wanna-
No, but I found out for the first time when I was pregnant that people like sell their panties because like your hormones change, so like your genital bits smell different.
Well, you discharge at some point and stuff
It
too,
all
don't you?
smells different.
Yeah.
I don't know. So sorry,
Keegan,
Are
hey
you okay?
Keegan,
Are
hey
you gonna be
Keegan,
okay?
grow the fuck up.
Keegan's got the, you know in Saving Private Ryan when the grenade goes off and there's that beep? Keegan's just been like that for an hour.
He flatlined when we started.
He's just shooting at a tank with a pistol, just blacking out. Like,
He's like, shoot the pistol, run in front of
Yeah.
the fucking tank.
I'm
Oh my
just
God.
kidding, Keegan. This shit grosses me the fuck out too. But we're on the podcast.
I love it.
But I know that it's like
I love how I
pre-
think another reason I love working for like the sex industry is because it makes so many people uncomfortable, like the word moist. I'm like,
I'm a
why
big
does it
fan
make
of
you
that word,
uncomfortable? It's sex.
I
a
like
necessary
comedy
word.
for that same reason, so I understand it.
Like if you and I never thought I would be working at a sex store ever, but now that I have, the fact that it makes so many people uncomfortable, I feel like something's wrong. Like it's sex.
bringing balance to the force.
Sure, I like that. I like that.
But do you agree it goes too far?
Um,
Sorry, that's the one
That's
question
also-
I had.
Well,
'Cause
that's also one thing I've learned is obviously you don't judge people because people are into whatever the fuck they will be into, and that's their business. I have my business as your business.
But there's a line to that, right?
Yeah, like
though?
what about pony play? Are you cool with that?
I'm not exactly sure what you mean.
Here we go. Okay, so
I'm ready.
people dress up like horses and get fucked. And
That's
it's a
your
spectrum.
business.
Is
Some
it
people are just
related
like,
to
hey,
My
I'm a
Little
horse,
Pony
fuck me.
or
Okay.
not?
They're on the lighter
That's
end.
bronies,
Some people wear like
right?
saddles and
Bronies.
like the little thing in their mouth and like have to pick out certain hooves and like have a name.
I think that's their business. If they want to do that, they want to do that.
But see, do you not agree?
Do you think that's a gateway drug to fucking horses though?
Does
Gateway
that
drug.
is that not a gateway drug to letting people fuck kids?
No, because kids
the
aren't
fuck is
horses.
that?
Have you ever tried to ride a kid? They fucking suck and they crumble under your weight.
Not horses.
can't just
lit-
bring
I'm not
children into
comparing
this.
kids to
Have you ever tried
horses.
to put
You
kids
just
outside
did.
in the rain for all winter
I'm
and put a
saying,
little coat on them? Doesn't
so,
work.
So you get
CBS
it
like,
down.
what are you doing? It's not a horse. I'm like, it's a kid horse.
You get it
It's a
down.
kid horse.
It's a pony. Relax.
A young horse.
You get it down to where people like to do diaper play and shit, where they like
Well,
to
what's
be put-
diaper play?
where they like to
the
get
baby
put in a
and the
diaper and
baby.
treated
Yeah.
like a baby. You're a little.
Ooh,
You
I have
get treated like little, and you have your big that treats you that way.
I'm already instantly interested.
You are disgusting. Janelle, don't
It's
ever
not sexual.
fucking marry
It's
him.
not sexual.
Do
at
not
all.
I think he
marry
just
him.
is
It
interested
just
in what
involves
the
me
fuck
not
it
leaving
is.
the computer. It's not sexual in any way.
No,
Like, hey, Janelle, shit my pants again. I'm a baby. Wah, wah, wah.
That's literally
That's literally
to
what
that
it is.
extent, like
Ballin'.
sucking on a beaky,
Fucking
like
into it.
No, yeah, what I saw,
I'm into it.
there was something on the news, I swear to God, like
Beer bottle.
5 or 6 years ago about a lady who actually made the news about wanting to be a baby, and she had her boyfriend
Oh yeah,
change
no, I
her.
saw that too.
You know what I'm talking about?
They
Gross.
had like a crib, their
Yep.
own little room.
Yep, and
they,
she was a
like,
grown ass
worked
adult. I'm like, bitch, no, that's not how life works.
and see that's where I mean,
Hey,
like
get a
I'm.
job.
But
It's a
they
very
didn't.
broad spectrum that I'm going.
Yeah,
on
but I
here,
don't
but, like,
think it was a sexual, intimate thing. I didn't look too much into it because I was like, that makes me uncomfortable. That's fucking weird. Pay your damn bills. Like, how do you pay your bills?
But it's made
He
sexual.
probably has all the money.
And
That's
I was
true,
to
but
say
also-
the guy that's supporting her is into it sexually.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
the problem. It's not so much the person that has
He's
the
jerking
mental
off into dirty
damage.
diapers.
Yeah, the mental damaged person who thinks they
Yeah.
need to be a baby. Well,
That's their business.
they need to figure out what the fuck's going on real quick.
Where's their
But the
mom?
person that takes advantage of that and gets off on it,
Or dad.
now that is
No, yeah, that's
wrong.
That's-
And see, that's where I go into like that same person would probably fuck a kid if they got drove to it.
I think that's why therapists and counselors exist, and I'm not one of them, so that's
Is
their
that your
business.
please stop for the week? Like, don't do baby play. Or
I think
whatever they call
I think my please stop.
Nothing of
Don't
using
fuck kids has
diapers.
like been 3 times on
Yeah.
this show.
Okay,
I
also-
constantly
it.
talk about fucking
Mine is don't
Yeah, that's fucking
don't
weird.
walk
Please.
next to
It's
a bike
terrible, and
because you
that's
look
what-
like you stole it. If you have a bike with you, ride it. If you walk a bike, you stole that bike. So stop doing that.
Okay.
Get on the bike or get rid of the bike.
So can I tell
Legally,
you the
like
one
you're
thing?
supposed to at in an intersection.
yeah,
thing
you
that
look
I
like
will
you stole a
never-
bike.
There's one thing that I've learned since coming back to this company.
coming
That I
back.
didn't know.
Incorporated. They're like, welcome back.
No, I just have been like back and forth a couple of times just because they've always been there for me, which is amazing, and I'm glad that they were willing to provide the support.
Thank you, lovers.
Anyway,
Sorry about my sex shaming.
seriously, it's
We're
fine.
learning.
They are learning,
I'm
and I
not.
think that's okay. There is a thing. I can't remember what it's called right now because I haven't been selling. Dude, when you don't do the same
You're
thing
out
you've
of
been
the
doing
dildo
every
game,
day,
you're
literally,
rusty.
I'm so out of the fucking dildo
Your
game
mental, your mental
very
vibration
fast
is
So
getting-
moving
out of the
industry.
dildo
Okay,
game.
so there is a
like
tool.
you haven't got the new
Just
update
wait.
of the new Chevy. Like, I'm so out of the game right now. I don't even know the specs on the new one.
So there's a tool. You put it in your urethra, and you. I know, right?
Tool. Yeah.
women, right?
No, mostly
men.
for men.
Hey, I got
No.
a small one. It's very narrow.
You've not seen that?
literally-
Only a pee-pee.
You
Gauging?
blow it.
No, don't tell me.
You blow into it,
Don't.
You like blow up
pour
your
cool
urine.
water
no,
into
we
it,
don't.
or warm water.
No, we don't.
And
No, we don't.
it is something that is arousing.
Cool. That's gonna make me run for president just so that that's illegal. Like that's my plan. Hey, people are putting hot water in urethras. That's my platform. Like, whoa, shit, we need to get rid of that.
Time to run for president.
Wait, it's like a. Wait, isn't that bad?
Dude, fuck if I know. If they get a yeast infection, that's their business, not mine.
In your dick.
In your penis, yep. Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude.
Not there for that.
Oh, and I love.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other thing that I don't necessarily love from everyone comes from different backgrounds. So like, if you're coming in the store and you're like, "Oh,
All this
I'm
coming.
pregnant," or "I just had a baby," because that's generally the reason. Women generally do not produce enough natural lubrication. That's why you need lube. Sometimes I don't think everybody needs it necessarily, but everybody needs it. When people I lost my train of thought.
Something about lube, pregnant
No,
ladies.
I know lube.
Lube.
Oh,
Just
shitty
natural.
products.
I
Sorry.
just pictured a slip and slide with
I know,
dildo.
We
So
have
we
enough
sell-
lube to make a slip and slide.
Literally.
Yeah.
We sell some really, really, really shitty products that like you use it and you will get a yeast infection.
Dude, yeah.
Whoa.
And so when people but then it's like you can't judge that person because maybe they only have $10. Like
Yeah.
if that's all they fucking have, why are you trying to shit on them?
Buy milk.
Yeah, make your own. Yeah, make your own lube at home.
Spit.
Buy milk. She needs some
Yeah,
milk.
Milk is the best lube.
I think there's other
There's
lubricating
that-
things
Yeah,
that are
Ke-
not
like-
milk.
like Keegan,
Canola.
Keegan, for instance, is a religious man. He's into that Old Testament lubrication. You just spit in the hand, man. Just like the
Just a-
Bible
just
says.
It's a lot
good
of
old-
spit.
Oh,
You
I-
just
I thought you said
get a
spit
handful of
in the
lamb
hand.
Well,
fat.
that's
Like,
the
I don't
thing.
know what that means.
Yeah, fat of the lamb.
I don't know. I love lube. Lube saves lives.
Does it?
Lube makes guys come too fast.
Does it?
I think less.
Maybe it makes you less too
There's,
fast.
I think it lasts longer because there's less friction, right? You feel like you're fucking
Well,
a
there's-
cloud.
Well, if there's a lot of friction,
Hot dog in a hallway.
it's like there's like a
slip and
100% guarantee that the
Slithering.
woman's vaginal like canal is tearing, so there's just a high risk for infection. That's why it's if you can't get your dick in it, put some fucking lube on there. Spit on it, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Does that go for like couches?
I'm not talking about just dry dogging it.
I
I'm
know,
not an
dry dogging
animal.
I don't
I
know
have
how
some
people
class.
do it. I
That's
can't-
insane.
I know dry dogging it though. People do it.
Well, old people.
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. It's just dusty.
No, old
They
people take
do.
care of themselves.
They have to.
Dude, a large percentage of our customers are old people, and they are balling. They're like, I want that one and that one and that one because it worked last time. It's never failed me.
What is the most money somebody has spent in your store?
Good question.
How many dildo dollars?
Because
have
it's
been dropped
it's
on
more than you would think. I
Oh
know that.
yeah, my biggest sale.
Can we guess?
Sure.
That? $2,000.
No, we don't have the demographic for that. Think realistically.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that
money.
means. So only poor people buy sex shops.
Yeah,
Or like,
Did you challenge
No,
me
well,
to
think
find
of our
801.
801? This is the price is right.
That's
Just
what I'm
round it up. You're not gonna win by if I'm like 800, like 801. Like fuck off, Janelle. Jesus Christ.
I'll
gonna
look
win a
for the
car.
exact number of my highest
I
sale.
was gonna say 750.
You got it written down in your
More.
phone, like a dildo record.
No, dude, I have a fucking picture of me with a receipt
Ledger.
as like long as my body.
Whoa.
I know. So we had a drunk girl come in. I don't.
Oh.
We're not. Please don't drive and
You need one
drink
of
and
everything.
drive. Don't drink
Don't
and
drink
drive.
and drive and buy dildos and then yeah.
No, don't
And
drink and
drive.
drive with your husband's credit card. Come in
And be
treat
horny.
yourself.
Whoa.
I don't think she was horny. She just had her husband's credit card, and she said he'll never let me use it again before she left. And I was like,
That's what you're gonna
Yeah,
spend
no
your
shit.
terrifying.
if you have the money, like it's not anything to them. That's
I
the
used
thing.
your credit card to
Yeah.
buy all this stuff.
She already has
Pop-Tarts,
food.
Licorice.
Licorice.
Red Bulls. Like,
Dildos.
No, she came in and everything, and obviously there are some sales tactics. There's sales tactics, like going to a car dealership. Nobody likes buying a car. Fuck those guys. Every time I go anywhere where anybody's trying to sell something, because I recognize all of their sales tactics, I'm like, F you, dude. I do this for a literal living. But also, I have the intent for your well-being.
Do people get test drives? No,
Test
you're using
drives,
that
no,
analogy.
fuck that. I'll
Unless
kick your
they're
ass
a
out.
fake ass.
No, that's why there's one person allowed in the fitting room, and if you...
Wait, there's a fitting room for dildos?
No, homie,
They
for
sell a lot of
lingerie,
Oh,
you
okay.
freak.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's a test drive.
It's just
Like,
for
just
those
once,
undergarments
just-
that go all the way inside of your vagina and all the
Yeah.
way inside your asshole that no one has to worry about the cleanliness of.
I know, well,
Do you have to
have
spray
you...
down the like they wear lingerie
You
and it's
can't
like
just
up their
take
ass.
off your panties, and I'm sure some people do, which is why I always recommend that you wash your shit.
and they probably have
Ever
a
been
little
to
liner in
J.C.
there, like,
Penney's?
bathing-
Not
bathing
everybody
suit.
wears underwear, and hundreds of people try on pairs of pants.
Yeah, all ladies
Why are
is
you acting like
nasty.
it's so fucking weird?
Yeah.
A pair of jeans, people go commando normally. Like the fact because people can't afford them.
Why do they call that commando? Were there no underwear
I
in
don't
like
fucking
World
know.
War II or
That's
something?
a great
like
question.
That? Like,
Somebody asked.
you know, how does that have to do with the army?
I know commando,
Like they can definitely afford underwear. You know,
right? Like where do they get their
commando,
money?
a bunch of just like dicks out
I
soldiers.
feel like you have to be
conquering other lands,
ready to go at an
To
instant.
rape
Yeah,
somebody.
like I didn't have time
And
to put
you
on
can't
underwear.
have underwear
'cause
getting
the
in the
Japs
way.
I don't
are
know if
here or
it's-
whatever.
I don't know if I read it somewhere or just
Ah.
heard it. Oh wait, I'm ready.
Okay, in 1974, Daniel Ingber dates the modern usage to United States college campuses circa 1974, where it was perhaps associated with soldiers in the Vietnam War who were reputed to go without underwear to increase ventilation and reduce moisture.
Oh,
Maybe they were at like high
moisture
risk
is an inhibitor.
and
Yeah.
maybe
Vietnam,
it like
man.
caused
I'm
infections
not
or
ready
some
right now.
shit. Like
Too moist.
Good old nom.
I mean,
Penis
also Vietnam.
Good old
infections.
swollen
I
dick.
imagine very humid.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
Oh, yeah.
less layers is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
less layers is good.
Yeah, going
Yeah, but you
commando.
chafe.
Especially if you're fuck that.
No,
If
I
you're
can't
trying to
handle.
are you thinking about chafing your dick chafing or are you getting shot at?
No, I'm
in
having
war?
nightmares about my dick touching a zipper.
Oh fuck that. Yeah,
Right.
same.
Yeah.
Both
Dude, do you know how
coming
many
in, coming
flaps
out.
ladies
Cotton
have?
there.
Yeah.
You have to worry about
Or
the
just
vulva,
any sort of
the
gene
clitoris.
material,
Could you
I always
imagine-
worry about clitorises. Just
Could you
at
imagine
night.
having like a hangy one too when you're zipping up your pants with no
A hangy
Like an
underwear?
one?
Arby's sandwich?
Yeah,
An
like,
Arby's
I'm talking about a
Yeah,
roast
dude,
beefer.
She's got that beef and cheddar, and you zip it up in some.
You don't want
Levi's.
zippers around that shit.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You really don't.
You have to
should be-
tuck it like
You should be
put
wearing
a cup
granny
like the
panties.
shoehorn.
Like,
Yeah, tuck it.
Like the shoehorn, just like put it in your
Ew.
pants, tuck it,
cover it,
then zip.
cover it and
We're
zip.
good.
Fuck the shoes.
I know. We should start using shoehorns
That's
if you're
what a
going to.
shoehorn is for.
Oh yeah.
just to keep it all tight.
Yeah.
All right, random. You know what
Fuck.
pisses me off? People who clean shoes.
I don't clean my shoes.
Yeah, fuck cleaning your shoes. They're
What
for
if I
walking
what if I had some
Okay.
Jordan 1s?
Well, yeah, I
Can't
mean,
argue.
technically only
Your
boots
girl
are made for
wears
walking,
white
but
ass shoes constantly, and when they get too dirty,
you throw them away.
nah.
Throw away. I keep
But
wearing
They're
them.
done being shoes.
If they're still dirty,
Mail them
make
to a
them
foreign
soak,
country.
little bit of bleach, stick them in the sun, done.
No, I'm talking about people who are literally on their knees shining other
Oh.
people's shoes. What are you doing?
Are you
Like
saying
at the
shoe
Make
air-
shining
them
is-
shine
At the
their own
airport.
shoes.
Make yourself worth something. Suck a dick while you're down there.
Are you saying
I
we
don't
should
know.
outlaw shoe
I don't
shining?
Change
Is
it.
shoe shining still a thing?
Yes.
It's a valid
Only at
profession.
airports. That's
Only-
the only place
only.
you see it.
Yep.
There's always
You're
a
right.
fucking shoe shining
Those
station
business
at the
dudes.
airport.
Some courthouses have it.
Courthouses.
Has anyone here ever had their shoes shined
No,
or
fuck
worn?
no.
I've
those
never
shoes
even
to
seen
justify
a
I've
shoe
never
shiner.
had shoes that need
Yeah.
shine.
I know, right?
A shoe shine my
I don't have to-
Cyrus D3s.
Will you shoe shine my Vans I've had since
Yes.
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
that have a hole in the
My
toe?
my cloth.
I do
thing.
actually have a pair of Doc Martens that are really
Have you ever
nice.
been in one of those bathrooms where there's like a dude
I want a pair of
standing
Doc
in there and he
Martens
gives
just
you
to
a
fuck
mint?
them up.
No, I haven't.
A mint
Is
in a
Last
towel.
It's on my
year, you
bucket
got
list.
women's bathrooms, you
It's on my bucket list. You
Dude,
walk
I-
in, he's just like, "Hey," I'm like, "Why are you in here?"
They don't have
Yeah.
any women's
For
bathrooms.
I don't want to eat
What?
while I'm in here.
Just for
thanks.
conversation.
I prefer to
Yeah,
be in here
restaurants,
alone.
yeah.
as
See,
much
we
as
went to a
possible.
steakhouse in Vegas, like a 4-star steakhouse or whatever, with my parents. I didn't pay or go to this with myself because fuck that shit. I paid like $80 for a steak.
That's a lot of money.
Stupid amounts of money. It didn't even make sense.
How many
One piece
dildos?
of-
I
is
didn't
that?
even eat the whole thing.
Like
But
12.
Sometimes
even
one.
there, they
Those
didn't
worth.
have someone in the bathroom. Like the bathroom was still kind of like there was paper towels hanging out of the garbage can and shit. And,
Yeah,
like,
no, I think you
I
gotta
thought
go
this was like a fancy
way
place.
more upper scale than like a Vegas steakhouse.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Okay.
talk about the shit.
It was a nice steak.
Since
Yeah,
we're
it's
comparing
also like
it to
New
how
York,
many
like, you
dildos that
can't
was.
have
But
that
it was
like
it was a New York steakhouse in Vegas, and that's not even a
That's-
lie.
Okay.
ironic. And
So
weird.
I'm bringing it back to
New York,
dildos.
New York.
We're comparing quality of steak and dildos right now.
Yeah.
So people will come in and we have a specific type of a line. Old shouldn't be sold anymore, but the material
Do they have like
that it's
arsenic in
made
them
out
or
of
something?
will literally melt to other things.
Wait, at like a
The
high
what
temperature
melts?
or just
No,
at all?
existing.
recreational.
Like,
It's like
why would
a little
you put
bit of friction
something-
and it just melts.
Why would you put a silicone, a really, really, really poor quality? It's like jelly. It's like a solid jelly, gelatinous.
I mean, I'm a solid
Dildo.
jelly, so
I was
talking.
saying, Josh's dick
It's
is
like,
definitely
uh,
a solid
That's in
jelly.
my fucking genus right now.
It's just shitty, like the things that people do to make money. I was like, it's just disgusting to me that you would intentionally give someone a yeast infection or melt that to other things. Like, if people buy those, I'm like, oh, do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah, like I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, well, unless you're being a fucking dick.
Then you deserve it.
Yeah.
Dude, you should open up a bakery out front and call it the yeast infection.
Oh my god, what was
The
that?
yeast, sorry, the
Yeah,
yeast
what?
detection.
Yeast detection.
Yeah.
The yeast shop.
Yeah, just only sourdough, shaped like dicks. You know.
There you go.
I have a dick-shaped cake maker or whatever the fuck.
Did you
Dope.
see
Cookie
the video?
cutter,
You'd
yeah.
be the one person to ask about this. The video of the woman laying in her bed. She had a police taser, and her
Yes!
legs were spread open, and she was literally pleasuring herself with a police taser.
Tasing
She got
her.
so like
They have a
into
toy
it that
like
she
that.
fell off of the bed.
Okay, so
That was on Twitter.
They have a
It
toy.
was-
That was gnarly. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw
we
that.
have
I saw
I
that.
know.
like
see
a
that.
shocking toy, finally, because people
Finally.
stepped out. Kept out.
And see, this is also where I come in.
Dude.
Where's the
People
line?
kept asking, "Hey,
gives
can
a
you
fuck?"
electrocute my
Because,
vagina?" You're like,
that's something never.
Yeah,
no
so
one's
we
ever been
wouldn't-
like, "I'm gonna just hook
No,
a
we-
taser up to my twat." I'm like,
I don't think we sold
It's a
it.
very
So
gentle
we
shock.
have a new CEO.
I appreciate the
the
alert.
police are like, "Stop! We'll tase you." She's like, "I'll come all over you," and just runs away. Like,
Literally, could
just
you
fucking,
imagine
like-
watching that cop race? They're like, "No, tase me.
yeah,
I want
please
you
tase
to."
me
Please
right in
do
the
it.
head.
fucking put it in.
That's
Right
the story. That's the story they wouldn't share. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, because
so
they
I
didn't
can show
shoot
you right
anybody.
Is it expensive?
The
It's
shocking
pretty.
toy.
Yeah.
It's pretty affordable.
It's just one of those little stupid prank pins you got at the fair.
Yeah.
You just shove it in
Yeah,
your
you're like-
vagina.
You're like, "Oh, my uncle used to use one of those on me when I was a kid." He's just like,
Jesus, no.
The little fucking gum stick thing where you pull the gum out and it.
Yes, yes, yep.
Yeah. It's like that.
I grew up in Lewiston. That's all we had for 6 months out of the year.
Entertainment.
We
That's all
only
you did for 6 months.
we only got
Well,
by
it's the electric gum again.
on the stupid pranks we got from the fair for 6 months. So the stink bombs that came in the little glass bottles that someone would go into the bathroom and throw.
Those are disgusting.
Those are shut down schools.
Yes, literally.
Shut
And
down schools.
they would call the whole boys' class in, like, someone in the boys' bathroom threw one of the stink bombs. Who did it? And everyone would be like, we're not fucking narcs. Are you kidding me? And then 6 hours later, right before everyone would get home, fucking another one right in the hallway. And everyone knew who was doing it. Andre. And that was my boy. He was the dude that got me into ICP for like the 2 months that I liked them. I remember meeting that kid. I was
super mild though.
back in
Honestly.
Lewiston.
Taser's way stronger, so I don't know.
Jesus fuck, dude.
It's real.
It's like a Halo torture
Yeah.
device
It's
It looks like
really
a plasma
not.
rifle for your
It's
vagina.
a fucking vibrator.
that shocks you.
Shock feature.
It's super mild. You could hold it in your hand and not really feel it. It's like
Oh, just enough to stimulate
internally.
internally.
I like
You
those
put it
things
in
where
my
there's like
butt,
a
see what
remote
happens.
and you can control the other person's got like
Only
a
if you have a
device
flare base,
inside of him.
please. If you're experimenting.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
no,
put anything in your asshole.
Josh will be holding
without
it.
a flare
Josh
base.
won't let it go.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. Your asshole literally will suck shit up into it.
Well, Josh has a
Really?
firm grip. He's not gonna let it
You're
go.
saying my asshole will suck shit up into it.
Yeah. You can fart on command if you try.
Dude, yeah.
You can suck air up there.
I've tried.
I gotta piss.
She
like
has
a
tried
motherfucker,
and
too.
succeeded.
I shouldn't have said that. But
It's okay. I say it all the time.
how long are we?
Hour-ish.
Hour?
12 inches.
We've been sitting here
We
for
still
an
have more?
hour.
88.
Going?
I wanted to talk about you fucking up Lou Gehrig's disease a little
Yeah,
bit.
hurry up.
You can do that while I'm not in the room.
Luke's Garrett disease.
Luke's Garrett disease. Dude.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Garrett's.
you know those Garretts.
Yeah, they'll get you.
They come right at you.
Luke's Garrett's
Those-
disease.
Luke's
So I read a
specifically.
story that Kim Jong Un is not. Well, I thought he was dead, but he's not dead.
Damn.
He's a vegetable.
Yeah, he's in a vegetative state.
That fucking sucks.
Is he actually?
Does that sound
might
like a
as well be
robot?
dead.
That's-
You did for a moment.
I did. I sounded like a robot for a second there.
Yeah, it was weird.
Then it got me thinking, like, what kind of vegetable would he be if he was that kind of vegetable?
Bok choy.
A
Bok choy?
dictative vegetable.
That's what I was thinking for some. I was
Is
like,
that
I'm
racist?
picturing a vegetable, but I don't know what
A
it's called.
baby bok choy.
Yeah, baby
Baby
bok
bok
choy.
choy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's way better.
I don't know. He's like a small
love
tomato.
bok choy.
Yeah.
I almost
Nah,
Maybe.
bok
bok
choy
choy.
today.
I was
Bye.
thinking of it
Maybe
yesterday.
He might
Tomatillo.
be a jicama.
Jicama, like someone with like a flat top and
It's
a round
very
bottom.
like pasty,
Like a
brownish
root
color.
vegetable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has nothing
I
to do
feel
with
like
No
his
I'm,
actual
flavor.
I'm lacking in my
Absolutely no
vegetable
flavor.
knowledge for this.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with his sex life. It's fine.
That's just his personality.
It's
no
good
flavor.
lunch exercise.
No flavor.
So we're like other world leaders. Like what vegetables?
Yeah. So then it got me thinking, what other vegetables would other world leaders
Putin.
be?
Donald Trump looks like a
I mean,
carrot.
that's an easy one. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like carrot, an orange,
obviously.
anything
Not an
orange.
orange. Definitely a
Putin
carrot.
maybe like
Turnip.
a radish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A radish. That's a nice one. Yeah.
Maybe a leek.
Radish is better. Well, radish has color. Maybe leek is better.
Well, he has some color. Let's be. His nose is a little red. He does some alcohol.
Old laddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vladdy.
He does
Vlad the
alcohol.
Impaler?
Old potato
Does a
blood.
little alcohol.
Old potato blood.
Are you talking about
World leaders being vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
What
what did we?
vegetable?
Sorry, sorry, I'm coming to ruin the whole fucking thing. Hi,
They
guys.
pulled a super racist card. They're like Kim Jong Un's bok choy. I was like, oh,
No, baby
I,
bok
was,
choy.
I would say
Baby
Baby bok choy,
Specifically.
motherfucker.
I would say
Specifically
turnip.
baby.
turnip.
his
turnip,
head's
yeah.
very turnipy. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Okay.
We should
I
put
can't
together
think of what
graph,
a turnip
maybe.
looks like.
Yeah,
chart.
like a
Yeah.
flow chart.
Kind of like
I
a
wanna
beet, but
see
Yeah, like we
these
got like
things
you know like all the root
next to each
vegetables
other.
are over here. Like
Pale
all
We
All
should
the,
start
you know,
compiling.
And the root
make a
vegetables
chart.
tend to be fascist countries, ironically. Like,
Who's the British ambassador guy? The one that just recently like made some stupid statement. He's got the weird hair.
Sir Charles IV.
Something like
Do you
I
mean
don't
the
know.
prime minister
Of course,
or
yeah. What is that
wait, the
guy's
Boris
name?
Johnson?
Boris Johnson
Yes.
that
Yeah.
got corona and almost
His
died.
name is Boris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boris.
He's
Boris.
definitely
He
a
makes some-
celery stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
could
the
be.
stock, not even the fun part at the beginning, just the fucking boring ass stock that nobody
He's kind of a
eats.
strawberry.
Or the fun
A
part is the
strawberry.
That's
It's not a vegetable.
A
but that's
non-ripe
okay.
one.
Boris.
I just broke the rules.
Brains work.
He's a
Strawberries are
tomato.
vegetable. Yeah, tomato shouldn't be a vegetable. Get the
No,
fuck
it's
out of here
not
with
a
that
vegetable.
bullshit.
It's a
Tomato's
fruit.
goddamn fruit.
I meant that opposite. It shouldn't be a fruit because it's not a fruit.
It's okay.
I mean, it is.
Let's
I
not
get
go
it,
there.
but like, fuck off science. You
I'm
know?
pretty sure tomato is a character in.
Like I'm never like, oh,
VeggieTales
sprinkle
that
some
teaches you
tomatoes
about
on my
Jesus,
ice cream.
so-
Like,
It
Get outta here.
is, but they.
And avocado should be a vegetable. I rest my case.
Also a fruit.
Avocado should be just a fucking
Anything
fruit.
that's a
What
seed.
is the determining factor?
A
It has to have a
seed,
seed.
homie.
A seed?
Has to have a seed in the.
But
in the
is
Seeds
the
or
pit
a
technically
seed?
No.
Because like an
Strawberries
avocado
have
has
seeds on
a
it.
seed.
Avocado has a seed in the
Avocado?
center.
Oh.
They just call it a pit.
It's got one
Right.
seed.
one big ass seed, dude.
The a vegetable, as a carrot, it doesn't flourish.
Eating the root of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
vegetable.
Yeah.
So it's not a fruit.
You're not gonna shit out a carrot and it's not gonna regrow. But if you shit out fruits, they're gonna regrow.
Yeah, it like comes out ready to reproduce. It's like, all right,
Right.
I brought this shit with me.
Yeah, fruits are just sluttier.
Yeah, they're totally whores.
The Prime Minister of Canada is just French fries and gravy.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've
Jeez.
never
Yeah.
tried that.
Sorry, that was
It's just poutine.
That's called
That was-
poutine.
yeah. That was, I couldn't think of the word, and I was just trying to interrupt that slow dialogue that was happening. Fuck,
Trudeau,
dude.
Right? That's
Yeah.
Justin
Trudeau, yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Change your name.
yeah.
Trudeau.
Male model.
You got
Is that even
Dax
a
in your
word?
name?
Yeah.
Change it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's probably
Trudeau.
a cauliflower.
It's
Cauliflower.
just like-
I don't know. I think he's like some sort of peanut.
he's
or, like,
cauliflower
maybe,
for sure.
Broccolini.
Lumpy and angular, you know,
Yeah,
like.
just like boring.
Yeah. I like cauliflower. It's good.
Why?
Do you
Just gotta-
prefer cauliflower or broccoli?
It doesn't taste like.
Ooh,
Yeah,
broccoli.
at least
Definitely.
broccoli has
I
a
think
taste.
broccoli.
Prefer
Broccoli is the
cauliflower.
better
Cauliflower has no taste to it.
Well, but if you
can-
do,
that's
You
why
can put
give
cheese
it
on it.
taste.
if you
That's true.
dredge
You put cheese on
cauliflower
anything
in
to get it.
That's
cornstarch-
true.
Are you someone that thinks white people don't season their food enough?
Ooh, let's ask her about white people.
I don't fucking know. I
What do
am
you
a
think
white
about
person.
white
What are your opinions?
I wish I would say that
Just
was offensive,
generalize,
but that's a
like-
general. That's a very general thing. Like it's a very, like white
Dude,
people don't season their food enough,
I
and
am
that's
a white person.
And black people cross the street too slow.
Yeah, I learned that recently. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you're right.
What?
I do.
Is that a thing?
Right? It's not common knowledge.
No, I
It's
never-
not common knowledge. babe.
Someone just.
I feel like I
I
actually
think
did
it's
hear something
insane.
about that recently.
Yeah.
No, I think it's in
It was
different
Chris.
like
It was Crystal.
demographics.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in different demographics, but I can recall myself intentionally slowing down because people are honking at me, and I'm like, you know what?
Fuck
You can go fuck yourself. I'm gonna walk as slow as possible. If you want to hit my ass, you will be paying off all of my debt.
That was
me.
beautiful.
That was a beautiful.
Hit me.
Holy shit! You should have sang the intro.
You held a note.
That's right. We forgot about that. You do
just
like
like
fucking
jerk job.
plays.
Yeah,
dude.
let's talk about that for a little bit.
Like, hey, we need someone
Why
to play
am
a
I
black
the
woman, and there's
subject
only one of you in
of
town.
You
So
are
like, here you
always
go.
the subject.
Did you not think that you would be? Okay, one, we've only had one female guest, and it was her.
Right.
Totally unprepared.
Two,
Totally
lives here.
unprepared.
you're the only
lives here.
non-white person that's ever been here. And
Am
I say non-white person
I'm
as in
ambiguous.
like you're white, you fucking asshole.
White.
You
White, you fucking
I don't
asshole.
identify as.
You're
it,
like
though.
a 16th of some
You have
indeterminate
some
whatever.
name.
I don't identify as. it.
Indeterminate Native
So
American.
yeah,
It's
something.
2020.
You're the subject of the episode.
Am
but
I?
now we're gonna get into something that's actually about you that doesn't matter. That is something about you.
Okay.
That
Okay,
was
you just-
sentence.
moving
Yeah,
on.
I was
Don't
like,
think about it too long.
Your inherent blackness.
Let's go.
I thought we were talking about theater.
You do
Yeah, I thought we were
theater.
talking about theater. He's like, hey, about race.
Right.
But racism.
I was saying we're gonna talk about something that's not about your race. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's
Because
a dick.
plays are like the whitest thing that exists on the earth.
Very.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Like, hey, just talk. You know. Don't sing.
What?
I don't like musicals.
Yeah,
You don't like
Justin
cats?
hates
Can't
musicals.
stand it.
You like cats? Did you
Oh,
watch the new
can't
Cats?
No,
I
I
told you that when we were drunk. It's Zach's birthday, right? That like I'm
Hate
gonna
musicals.
drag him to the musical, but
Hate
like
it.
he hates.
Hate
it.
Oh, it's the
Uh-huh.
worst.
Hate 'em.
Musicals are the absolute worst.
no,
Join a
Ah,
band. Join a
they're
band.
definitely not everybody's cup of tea. That I don't intentionally go to straight plays because they always fuck me up, and I know they're going to fuck me up because they're real.
Oh, like talking plays.
Yes,
Without
straight
the
plays
music, yeah.
with no music. It's just
Ah,
acting.
see, so you're saying
They're
you're
just
involved in a gay
significantly-
play. Because
They're-
singing
they
is
could
gay.
be more difficult. What?
You referred to non-singing plays as straight plays, therefore.
This is a technical term.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
I was like, what have I done?
let me throw this out there. I'm gonna tell. It's a little bit emotional.
You should
A
look
little
up.
about me. A little bit about me.
All right, homie, what's up?
My brother was doing a play, and he was the production manager, something. I don't know, like something. He was doing all the lights. He was doing all the cues. So he was the guy. Do the lights. Song starts now. This fucking shit starts now.
God bless.
Make it red.
Yeah.
He's he's a genius.
No,
My brother's a
honestly.
smarter, funnier version than me, which is, I know it's hard to believe, guys, but there's a smarter, funnier
Don't-
version than me.
All right.
Holy shit.
Continue on with what you were saying.
Anyways, my brother was doing that, and it was a whole play.
He's better
and
at a blowjob,
it was,
too.
it was in the round. Easy. There.
I'm just assuming.
My brother's top. Fuck you, man.
He's a pitcher. He's a pitcher.
Anyways, it was in like the round. So like by I mean that like there was 8 people that were in the play, and it was all the crowd was surrounding them. So they were all in the
Yeah.
center,
weird.
and when
That's
they didn't
like
do their
the-
parts, they went and sat
the most
down
recent one
on their
she's doing.
sides. My brother did this whole play, and it was about
No, we're not full circle. It's
it was
not full
about
circle.
it was about a
We have
couple
places to hide.
It's not
that did it was about a couple that broke up but still lived together, and then they started having outside relationships. By the end of it, I was bawling my fucking eyes out.
Yeah.
100%
It
honest.
fucks with
I
you.
swear to God, walked out,
I don't
and
know
my
what's
stepdad
wrong.
looks at me. He's like, "You crying?" I'm like, "You were crying too,
Yeah,
you
you-
bitch."
yeah, you
like,
bitch.
What the fuck? I was bawling
Every
my
single
eyes
straight
out.
play I've ever seen, I am a shit show. I'm like, I did not ask
It
you
was-
to dig up my old feelings and put them in my face like that.
Dude, it was
They're
wild.
In the
amazing.
background, just doing push-ups like fuck.
Yeah, no,
Also,
no, you would have.
You can look this up on your own behalf, but people who
Struggling
go
at
see
3.
live performances it has been scientifically proven by whoever the fuck, they are far more intelligent than people who go just watch videos on YouTube or watch movies. They're more intelligent.
Well,
Look it up.
you see real people doing something. You don't see
Live
an
action.
image doing it. You
Yeah,
see it.
it's because of the
I'm
like.
telling you,
some type
bawled
of
my
fucking-
fucking eyes out. Like, and I didn't even give a shit about the story, but by the end of it, like the emotion of
It
the
gets in you.
actors was like, and I had just spent the whole day with them because my brother was like staying with a few of them because they were in Montana because he travels to do this. He gets hired on to colleges to do this.
Is he
Yeah,
paid?
he probably has
Yeah.
to lay low
Yeah.
in Montana.
No, they're good at the college.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah, and there was no one in the college. They had like this whole fucking like room to themselves and like all this shit. But yeah, I talked to them the whole time, met all these dudes. They were all funny as fuck. I dropped a huge faggot bomb in front of all of them, and it bombed.
You don't stop. Like, excuse me.
And I don't know.
That's our N word.
I was telling a story, and I was like talking to my brother, and I'm like, it's not like I walked into this bitch and kicked open the door. and was like, "What's up, faggots?"
You're like, hey, you just did.
And that's literally the
Just
look I got. They're
silence.
like, "Oh, you just did that," but the other guys weren't gay. Like 1 or 2 of the other guys weren't gay. So like, but the only person
The
that got-
non-gays are like,
We might support you.
the
if
only
this goes
person that
well.
got visibly offended was the one old white lady that
Of
was there,
course.
and she's straight. She has a husband,
course.
and
She's like,
she's
"I'm
the
calling
only
the
one that got
police."
And her name is
visibly
Karen.
changed. And I'm like,
Or
whatever.
Carol.
Whatever,
Fuck
faggot.
Carol.
Yeah,
Fuck
exactly.
that bitch.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Carol. We'll name her Carol.
Yeah,
Hey, Carol.
Or Karen.
they were all really
starts
nice.
with a K.
Karen,
or
no
Serial
trust.
Karen.
Carol,
Okay,
kill her
so-
But that's my
husband.
story about
to a
plays.
tiger.
I do understand.
They're more powerful.
I do understand the power of live performance because I like live music and live comedy is my greatest. Like is the fucking
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I've seen Dave Chappelle live. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
That'd be cool.
She's never seen
She's
the
never
Chappelle
seen
show.
the Chappelle Show.
Literal
Wait.
race trader.
Wait. I've
Like,
seen
it's
his
the greatest-
comedy.
No.
Just
Have you seen
this specific show. No.
Chappelle Show?
The Chappelle show doesn't
And I
exist,
think-
Dylan. You goofy bastard.
I don't.
The
Chappelle
Chappelle Show.
The lapel show. It's all about tuxedos and
It's all
gay
about
guys.
your lapel.
Shaved lapel.
Yeah, shaved lapel.
But I also, for
Dave's
like
lapel show.
It's his little cousin.
probably 95% of my life, I had no desire to watch anything that was intentionally funny because
The
it's
Chappelle
fucking
show
stupid.
is the greatest sketch comedy show.
Yeah, I just also
End of
not into
sentence.
comedy. I'd rather watch someone get brutally murdered. That's just what I'm into.
A little weird, but
Oh,
watch,
guess
it,
what?
watch it anyways.
This podcast is over.
I'd rather
It's actually getting pretty close.
It actually is.
Do you have anything else? Do you
I don't have
wanna
any more
bring
notes. We already talked about world leaders being vegetables and
Yeah, and
dildos.
fucking
We didn't
dildo
talk about
museums.
Robbie being an ArBnB slumlord. Do you have any kind of...
Plant
Or
farmer.
the mushroom.
Has anyone ever left drugs in a room? Like, you rent out your house Airbnb
Everyone does
style.
their drugs.
Is there any, like, weird... Have you heard, like, people fucking loudly?
Yeah,
or, like-
Ellie. Bitch.
Ellie.
Okay.
If I ever
Like
see
someone
that
you knew?
whore, she lives in
Did we
Rathdrum.
do we hear her fucking loudly though? I don't think we did.
No, that wasn't her. That was an
Smelled
Asian
her.
girl with her cute little white boyfriend. They were adorable.
Okay, but you hate
And
I
you
don't
just
remember
and you
that.
No!
and
I
for
don't
that
remember
one I had a cup against the wall.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I
Tiny,
went
petite
downstairs
voices.
to change the laundry, and I was like, "What is that noise?" Like, you know, when you just like hear something off, and you're like, "This is my
Like,
house."
are they watching an
If
anime or are
something's
they
wrong,
fucking?
You're gonna be like, "Fuck! I have people who pay to sleep here. I need to fix it." It was not. Nothing was broken. They were just trying to get each other off. But Ellie was a completely different person. She came, and then one of her friends was homeless.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you rent.
You do?
Rooms.
Wait, you're doing Airbnb, right?
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
No, well, Ellie was the person who had the Airbnb account, which means you can rent out other rooms somewhere, whatever, pay to sleep somewhere, but you can say you have X amount of guests. So if Ellie's the one with the profile saying, I'm going to pay to sleep at Robbie's house, she can say, oh, how many guests are you having? I have 3 guests. Ellie, her friend, and another friend.
And 2 other dudes she's
The
gonna make come.
dude that she had with her was literally homeless, and he left everything. He left his pants,
Yeah.
his shirt,
Like,
his
if
fucking
you're-
phone
if you're
charger.
homeless, why don't
He
you?
asked us to stay there again, and I was like, if you don't get out of my house within the next 30 minutes, like they left
I'm
their
gonna
rice.
beat you with this dildo.
No, I didn't have a fucking dildo.
Dom.
But there
Taser
was
dildo.
that other.
It's a dong dildo. Jesus Christ.
So there was another guy who's we have a lot of stories, but I don't remember the name.
Story or two. Yeah.
That's
With
why
the-
you're here.
The
Come
little guy,
on.
sweetie.
Beth. That bitch.
That literal bitch.
Are you like running American Horror Story house here, or
No,
what's the
Story?
fuck?
It's like
Story?
there's
No,
been
she
like
was an old ass lady.
there's been like
It's happening.
three,
It's
three out of a
generation
thousand
of
people.
labor.
This
I know.
weird.
All like 5. I'd say 5 total out of 1,000.
Out of
people
1,000, yeah.
that have stayed there have ruined my life. I'm like, I
Wow.
want you to be in jail. If I ever see that person again, I'm gonna
What's
hit
the
him in
worst?
the head.
What's the worst thing that's ever been done
Beth.
to you as an?
What did Beth do?
What did Beth do? Come on, spill the beans, man. We don't want to hear just Beth.
Sounds like a white cunt.
I know
Let's get
she's
it going.
probably she will
Tell the
find
fucking
us.
story.
She was moving up from Southern California.
Okay.
Asked if she could rent out the Airbnb room she was renting out for like a month or so. We went to Hawaii. We had a roommate at the time, so there's somebody at the house always.
Oh, okay. I was to say, you leave
Yeah.
these people in your home by yourself?
No, so our roommate was there at the time, and we were like, "Well, I guess let us know if anything funny happened. If
Our
something
roommate
happens."
who? Was it Casey?
No, I just don't want to reveal their identity in case they have
Okay.
privacy
Batman.
problems.
So-
12,
okay.
12 people listen to
Anyway.
this podcast.
It's okay.
A whole
you're fine.
12. Perfect.
It's like one person in Iran and then.
Yeah.
Well, one.
It literally is like someone's in Iran.
yeah.
Please don't kill us.
100%.
Thank
Yeah. Shout
it was,
out.
It was
What's up?
Tim.
Tim.
Our
Allah
roommate
Akbar and all
Tim.
that.
Our
Oh.
roommate Tim, who had a vagina.
Yeah, Tim Gina.
Tim with a
They-
pussy.
Tim Gina.
He's like, it's Tim. It's Tim with a pussy. Okay.
Yeah, seriously. Be considerate of their genitals.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Of
course.
Do what you want
Fucking
to do.
asshole. Is it a Zim Zer? Fucking
So when we
shoobity
were
bop?
there-
What do you want?
When they were there, Robbie had, or he or she, whatever the fuck, they
Shem.
asked her
Oh my
to
God. Is
go
this a
into.
tranny?
Yes, Dylan.
Trans. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
Tranny is a bad word.
Sorry.
she had
a
issues
transmission.
getting into her Twitter account, and I'm assuming it's the same type of privacy, whatever they try to go to with Facebook. If you enter in your password too many times and it logs you out, whatever. And then she had Robbie.
She had like 20, 30,000 Twitter followers or something.
She had
And
ambassadors
she'd,
pissed
like-
off in other countries. Like, not. She's a bitch.
So she was like this really old paranoid lady who thought that there was drones looking at her like in the sky.
Like at our house.
Yeah.
Like we were
You
in our
she was
house.
like-
and she thought there
she
were
was like
drones
pointing
flying
like
in the
birds?
sky.
Yeah, like
she was
birds.
pointing at the sky. Is like that one's a drone.
You mean
that one's
you
a
mean
drone.
sane?
Yeah, she's totally on board.
totally
Yeah.
open.
She's
She
on
was
board.
batshit.
Yeah,
We all are firm believers that birds aren't even real and they're all like government spy program.
probably.
We're
This
all
whole
being
coronavirus is just
That
so they can
fucking
change the
dove.
batteries.
Yeah. What about the stars?
5G, dog.
They're
Let's
just
go.
holes in the firmament.
Just
Light shining through.
I had one conversation with her, and all that she got out of it was that anybody who's like ever had an abortion doesn't deserve to live, because she was super, super religious
yeah. Fuck yeah.
And I'm
Fuck
like-
yeah.
too. Okay, you can just take that. And I just wanted to ask you how your day was going, and we literally went from like, "Hi, how was your day?"
Abortion baby,
I'm
go to hell.
literally, I'm cleaning my kitchen, and I made myself a snack because I'm hungry. And then I was like, "This is my house. I can sit at my own table. I'm never sitting at my table again with this lady here. I'm going in my room and eating my snacks. Because I don't know how it got brought up, but she was like, I just don't understand how people can be so unholy and murder their babies and whatever. And I was like, okay, like, I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. You let it out. Do you need somebody to talk to? Do you need a hug? Yeah. And fucking Sweetie, her poor ass dog, we were wondering why it was shaking all the time. It's just fucking crazy. But she would literally be like, come on, Sweetie, come here, Sweetie, come on, Sweetie, come on, Sweetie. Could you imagine you hear that and you're...
Yeah, you just want to blow
Dude,
your brains out.
it literally sounds like...
Already hate it.
Yeah.
That's okay, Sweetie. Literally.
Yeah.
That's what my great-grandma, not the one that just died. I actually just had a great-grandmother die from corona, technically.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
Yeah, she's
He's like, I didn't know.
She's very
Yeah.
old.
Bitch.
Maybe it was just
I
from
don't
old
know.
age and they blended it on
Death
forever.
doesn't bother me. So even if
100%.
it was like my mom, I would still be probably like this, which is sad. Yeah, I have emotional issues.
It's okay. I know a therapist.
My great-grandmother, my other great-grandma, who was one of my favorite people in the entire world,
In that, I don't have
her
much.
dog was like that. She had a little fucking chihuahua named Chula.
Chula.
And Chula, come here.
I hate that.
Chula. And then she, like, when she said Chula, she sounded a little bit Spanish, and she wasn't. We're
What are you
Italian,
doing?
so
Yeah.
she should have been like, Chula, get over here. But she was like, Chula, Chula. And that just is in the back of my brain, and I'm like, oh. And I'm not happy
You
she's
should
dead
get
because she was my
another
favorite
dog
person,
named
but I'm so
Chula.
happy that dog is dead.
Oh, I would be too
'Cause-
if I was hearing
Dylan,
that.
you shouldn't be happy that any dog is dead.
That's
true.
not true at all. I
in
don't
the
give
case
a...
of Chula.
I don't care about my great-grandmother that just died from the pandemic that's happening. Don't care about your
Dogs
dead
aren't
dog.
People, dogs are better than people.
And when
Dogs aren't
you know what,
better
when
than
Chino
We don't
dies,
deserve
I'm gonna be
that.
like
Don't
that.
even finish that fucking sentence.
What?
Dude,
Dirty
Chino's
piece
like
of shit.
2 years old. He's fine. He's
Don't.
got many years.
What did he say? I didn't catch
I'm
it.
not even gonna repeat it.
Yeah, don't repeat it.
It's bad juju, and it's never gonna.
Yeah,
happen.
don't
When-
let that shit in your
The
life.
dog's expensive. I already saved his life twice.
Yeah, I
he
know.
Can fuck off. the
And
third
you
time.
know what? You want to know my opinion on that?
No,
Shouldn't
not
have
really.
Expensive.
I
shouldn't have done.
I don't think I've ever made Janelle legitimately mad, but I can make her legitimately mad.
Legitimately.
Legitimately?
Yes,
Yeah.
legitimately, dude.
You're just making up shit.
It is like you are being beaten to death with the English language.
Legitimately.
Say the words. I
Legitimately
can't. Like,
I need a
love to be that
beer.
kind of-
legitimately.
I fucking love
I drank
Chino.
that whole bottle of wine and I need another one. Like,
Dude.
I do.
Put
Why?
the pedal in the metal, dude.
Pedal to the metal.
Do you want to take a pause? We could at the rate
I
we're
think we're
fucking-
like.
You good? We good? We
Finger
trigger
guns.
mic?
We've talked about racism, sex, dildos.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
we
no,
covered
no,
it all.
We haven't
didn't
talked
sum up
about
white
racism. I
yeah.
just said racist shit and everyone ignored it.
Yeah.
That's the whole world in general.
You're so right. Anyways,
Everybody's racist.
A little
no.
bit, yeah, no.
No, fuck that. Everybody's fucking
No,
racist.
everyone's prejudiced. There's a different.
There is a
Or
difference.
There is a
everyone
difference,
everyone
but-
has a different idea of what racism is too. There's a I don't know.
Yeah, but
it's a
racist
weird.
is racist, and honestly, yeah, caress your fucking mic. Everybody has been racist at one point or another, even if they don't know it.
I definitely dropped the hard R in front of a black person that I
Hard
Wait,
admire
what?
very much.
You're like, all black people are retarded. He's like, okay. Was he a retarded African American? Like, I don't know the R word is particularly offensive to. You had a strap.
We also had a kid in high school we were friends with that golfed with us, and he was the only black kid we went to high school with.
Golfed.
We said terrible things to him. Fetch my bag, slave.
Go get your
That's-
shine box. What the fuck? You called him a slave?
Okay, do you want me to be honest right now?
Sure.
Or sugar?
Go for it. Go for it.
You should just be honest. It's painful.
Hey,
when
it's
you
not
sugarcoat.
1864, Dylan.
1864.
But we were in
was-
high school, and it was just like he was
He's a slave.
And when you think back to it now, as an adult, you realize, oh, he was chuckling out of being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But as a kid,
You were gonna
see,
fuck up. You were gonna say uncomfortability.
Yeah,
And I
uncomfortableness.
know you were.
I heard it coming to you.
You should
He's like,
read
"Uncomfortability."
dictionary.
but yes, that's literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But anyways, we would say that shit, and it's like, now that's wrong. That was very inappropriate and very uncomfortable for
It's
for
okay.
him.
Someone called me illiterate in high school. They were like, I didn't know you could read that one. I was like, die.
I didn't know your kind could read like that.
Were they joke? And see,
No, he was serious as hell. And I
okay.
was-
And see, that's where I get.
we had to read out loud in like literature class. You
That's
remember
it.
reading
Yeah.
out loud? And
Yeah, I
you're
was
like, I don't
terrible
want
at
to fucking
it.
read out loud. I
How
hate
many
reading out
people
loud.
I stutter just like I do now.
Well, my mom raised me well, and she made me read a book or fucking 12,000. I've read a book or two, and he was surprised that I could read, and I was like, okay. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, I can read a book better than you, apparently, because you read out loud too, and that shit needs help. You need some more.
Go work on your truck, asshole.
Literally. Work on my truck, actually. I have a car you can
Anyways.
work on.
I was just trying to admit that I was an asshole at one point in my life, and I tried to fix it. That's all I was trying to admit. The only people I got judged by were the white people in this room.
He's
That's
trying to
the real
become
fucking
comically
You're the
neutral
only
to a
one
black
that was
person.
like, whatever. Everyone else like, fuck you, you fucking racist. That makes
Typical.
you and you and you and you more racist. Not you. You didn't really judge me. Everyone else, you're more racist than I am. I'm just kidding.
I think what makes racism.
What makes her
Yeah, you're gonna develop what he's got.
I know. You're gonna develop.
You're catching it.
Okay, that's funny. My sister asked my
through the
mom once
air.
if you can catch epilepsy, and I walked out of the room because I needed to laugh at her for an extended period of time.
Very considerate of you.
Right? I thought it was pretty nice too. That was all. It was literally a simple fact. She asked if epilepsy could be caught. I'm like, yeah, it's like a cold
Yeah. It's going around
that you're born
Watch
with.
out.
It's forever medicated.
That's it.
Racism, though. Love that.
Racism. I'm glad we ending this on me being a racist.
I'm glad we
I don't
ending
think you're
this.
a racist.
I know you don't.
Who gives a fuck? If somebody's wasting their energy on something that you said offended them, fuck off.
Did you just give him the?
You're my favorite black.
You just got the ticket.
I think that might be the title of this episode.
You're my favorite
You're my
black.
favorite black.
Yeah, that should be the title of the episode.
Actually, but that actually ties
Good job.
into you should.
Found
The
it.
Chappelle Show is the greatest thing
Please
on the face
watch
of the
it.
planet
Yeah.
because
It's like-
it literally is the best. It's the best source of social commentary in the past fucking 100
It's
years.
still relevant too.
Yes,
I mean,
100%.
I've seen some
Pop
of his
copy, dude.
stand-ups, so
Jesus Christ.
It's great.
he's fucking
It's better than
hilarious.
his stand-up.
Anyways,
I believe you, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he has to, like, plan that shit, you know?
we can Google. We're gonna go.
I'll just torrent that. We'll
Anyways.
just start.
Thank you for listening to Please Stop Podcast. I'm not racist. You heard it here.
None of us are racist. It's
You
fine.
heard it here. I've expelled.
We're not racist.
I have exorcised the demons.
Anyways,
We've
I apologize
circumcised
to
the
one black
racism
person
from our
today, and now I'm
lives.
cleared of all sins.
this is a fun episode. Go follow us on everything. Last week's episode video is all fucked up.
It'll be up. Whatever. Listen to the audio. You fuck.
Stop, dude. Stop. You can't be homophobic and racist.
I'm not homophobic. I like gay people.
We're all white guys.
Speaking of
We're
homos,
all-
we get your brother on here. I want to talk to
He's
him.
in New York.
I don't care.
We need to figure out.
fly his ass out here. The
Let's
flights
figure
are
out
cheap.
Skype.
Yeah,
It's like a $30 fucking plane ticket right now. Be the only queer on the plane.
Oh, my God.
Is he
for the
still?
pilot.
Is he still?
True.
doing
Or that
theater?
one stewardess.
Yeah, they all. Yeah.
And they're the
They're
best.
stewards?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. For the first time in my life, have I ever seen a male stewardess on a
Oh,
plane?
there
Are you
is.
fucking
I'm not
kidding me?
fucking
Straight as a
kidding.
rainbow.
Last
Who do
October,
you fly?
when we were coming back from Boston, I was like, it's a man.
Dude,
And he
they're the
wait, was he?
best.
Was he?
Man.
He
I
was.
didn't talk to him. I sleep. I haven't
Clearly
drugged
gay.
myself. I fucking hate flying. Fuck that shit. I don't trust anything
Yeah, you're
that
not
my
a bird.
feet don't walk on.
Yeah, you're not a bird.
Which is air. I'm not a damn
Planes
bird. I don't
are
want
just-
wings. Fuck the wings. I want to walk on the ground I can
Right.
lay on.
And you just
Drive
go
the
to
car.
sleep? Do you just try to go to sleep?
No, I fucking drug myself, dude. I take like 4 or 5 Benadryl.
I like
Whoa,
the
that's a
turbulence.
Yeah, I don't
Not
want
gonna lie.
a lot
I
of
like
You
the
like the
turbulence.
turbulence?
No,
It's
the chairs
sexy.
are constantly
I like it too.
uncomfortable, and then once the chair is moving
Yeah,
constantly, I'm
and
like,
you got some
now
balance.
it's
He's
not
like,
uncomfortable anymore.
I'm closer to God right now. I'm coming, Jesus.
Where is heaven?
That was the joke I did on Kill Tony.
What?
I did
Keegan on a
I did a
plane?
plane joke. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I did the people that prey on airplanes are weak and they don't
Oh yeah.
because they don't trust the pilot and like
Yeah.
turbulence and shit. Anyways, it was bad. Thank you for listening to Please Stop Podcast. That was great. Great episode. Follow us on everything, YouTube, all that jazz. Bye.
Bye.
I thought you were just to do hard R right at the end.
Jesus Christ. Retard.